Konnichiwa!
Minasan, konnichiwa!
All right, everyone, welcome to Talk the Keki. We are back after a hiatus.
Tadaima, koyaro!
Keki shop is in a lost and found somewhere in a shopping mall. I'm a homeowner, officially, as of you hear my voice.
Yeah.
And to join me, as always, my co-hi, Ethan. What's up?
Konbawa, minasan, gekin desu ka? Yes, I finally got that fucking sentence down.
There we go. Congrats are in order.
Omedetou gozaimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu, Matthew-kun.
Yes. All right. Good shit. We had a couple weeks off, but beyond our control.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit, yeah. It was just more. It was impossible to catch up after I got back from Vermont.
Indeed.
To make it in time, and it was not going to happen.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. I mean, I was behind too. I've been behind the last couple weekends. I've like literally on like Sundays and Mondays, I've been fucking watching like 7 anime at a time.
Yeah. And then we recorded Keki Shop last week. Is there somewhere?
Yes, you'll get to see our beautiful faces, y'all.
It's like the George R. Martin with the Weeders. They're coming. It's going to be epic. It's coming. We promise.
It is. It's going to be fucking epic. We can't wait. And I guess we should do our plugs now since we're talking about Keki Shop because we want to really make sure that you guys.
Yes. Yeah, right. Keki Shop.
Yes.
Yeah. Keki Shop is not a weekly thing.
No.
It is basically all depends on your availability of when you want to be on the show.
Yes.
That is how.
Or if you have questions, if there's a bunch of questions,
we will eventually make an email.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to print it out though, because we're modern.
We're not Jim Cornette. I've got an email. Shuffle papers.
Yeah. I've never seen anyone print them unless it's for a ticket, but not like actual letters.
I mean, you could print them if it's for like a legal documentation.
I mean, yeah, sure, but not like actual like someone wrote you a letter. Documentation, I understand.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Tickets, I understand. Not fucking words to you.
That's corny.
Yeah, whatever. But
anyway,
yes, we are doing all that. It's basically whenever you're available, we will match your date and time and record it then. As Ethan said, basically whatever your questions are, if we have enough questions, like maybe I don't know, maybe like 10 to 20, we can do a Keki thing.
Or any of your topics. So we have our own determined topics, but if you guys come to us with a topic that you guys want to talk about, 2 things. Either Matthew's seen it, I've seen it. 3 things. I'm sorry. So either Matthew or I have. No, it should be 2. All right, let me back up.
We've seen it.
Either of us or both of us have seen the show, or neither of us have seen the show, and you're going to do your best to try and convince us to watch the show, which may or may not work. Probably won't.
But if you do a very damn good argument, that we are going to. Yes,
we probably will. Just for to recognize.
Basically, we'll score how you convince us. If it's above 75%, we'll say yes.
Yes,
like automatically yes.
If it's under 50%, you'll never be a guest on the show again.
If between 50 and 75, we'll discuss it. But over that, you got it.
But no, seriously, guys, if you guys want to send us questions, send us topics. So again, as we've always said, send us thoughts and opinions. Reach out to us on all of our social channels. For me, you can reach out my Twitter at SHOSTOPPA24. That's Showstopper24. You could reach out on my anime Instagram, AI_anime24, IAnime24, or you can reach out on my on my podcast Instagram at podcast.senpai. And you can reach out to us on our Talk the Keki Instagram. That's TALKTHEKEKI, Talk the Keki. Reach out to us there. Again, any sort of questions, concerns, feedback, opinions, topics, reach out to us. I'm the one that commands those channels. So again, just we'll reach out. I'll let Matthew know. Let us know. Also, if you guys want to join our Facebook group at Eat the Cake Anime, reach out to us there. Matt and I are both admins. There is a question, a little small questionnaire, a couple questions, but one of the questions is, did you hear about us from Talk the Keki? If you select yes, we're definitely going to talk to you via DM or whatever, and we'll discuss that if you have any questions or concerns, whatever the case is from there. Matt, give them your plugs where they can reach out to you and us.
All right. Again, you can follow our actual Twitter at Talk the Keki. You can message me on there. I run that social media page. If you want to just talk to me personally, it's at DamianPhoenix12 on Twitter. I am on there here and there. Like I'm like Brock Lesnar. I'm a part-timer on there.
Bro, you know I'm always on Twitter looking at either wrestling or porn. Like it's literally like
I know, and you sent us said porn in group chats.
Yes, I want to try that position with a girl so bad.
Sure, but don't show
fucking
us.
pound that fucking girl's pussy.
God damn it!
Shit. Chimpo manco, Hoshi.
Like, come on, man. Try to keep it.
We're back, motherfuckers. In case you didn't realize, we're back.
Yeah. Good to be back.
Any other plugs? Oh, one more thing in regards to our plugs.
Well, first we're gonna. We'll thank the people at the end.
We'll thank the people at the end. In terms of our plugs, on all of our pages, you should see a link tree. They'll have all of our channels and both combined and individual. So go ahead and you can click on that and you can find us there. If you again want to reach out to us directly and you don't remember where we're at, just click on there, you'll find it. So anyway, let's get the show on the road because we got so much to unpack.
Yes,
we got a lot to unpack here, as the great Comrade Sampson would say.
Yeah, we got a lot. So we got some news finally.
Oh, we got some news.
Adaptations, originals, awards, all that shit.
Give it to us.
All right. The manga Helck, Helck, gets an anime adaptation. I don't know much about it. But
never heard it.
No, I haven't either. But I figured since they're getting announcements, they deserve a plug.
All right.
That's really it. Light novel, Kurono Shukanshi, or The Breaker Rises to Greatness.
Okay.
Is getting an anime adaptation sometime in 2022. There's no official date yet. Judging by the poster, it looks like it's a fantasy or an isekai. We will see.
Better not be fall because it probably won't get watched. I'm just kidding.
We'll get
Jordan Deska.
We'll get to them. From like years ago, Classroom of the Elite. Guess what? You don't have to wait any longer. You're getting a season 2 and season 3.
You know, I was confused because I saw a season 2 post and I was like, oh, okay. And I've heard of Classroom of the Elite before. I haven't watched it, but I've heard it's a pretty solid series.
I am actually going to watch it before season 2 comes out.
So much I need to fucking.
But it's going to be like a day off day. Like whenever a day off, I'll just binge it because it's just 12 episodes.
It's only 12. It's only one season of 12 episodes.
Yep, I could do it. It in one day.
All right.
So that'll be my job because 2022 comes out, like for the season 2 comes out in the summer season, and for the first season sometime in 2023. So there's plenty of time. I heard a lot of great stuff about it. I cannot wait.
Okay. So well, you know what? We should
maybe that'll be a Keki thing.
I was just literally, but you took the words right out of my mouth. I was like, dude, let's binge it and then do a Keki shop on it.
Alrighty. Moving on. Okay, the popular video game from Square Enix, Nier Automata, celebrated its 5-year anniversary with the announcement of it's getting an anime adaptation. So that's great in that regard. Also, Funimation. If you have Funimation,
we should have started with that fucking.
We should have, or close with it. Whatever.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, we're gonna get to it. We're coming.
That's what she said.
But all right, we'll close it.
Let me. All right, whatever.
We'll close with it. All right. One of our movie announcements: the Solitary Castle in the Mirror is a novel adaptation that will come out in winter 2022 in Japan. Looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. But we will get to it. We will see. Maybe we will eventually see a trailer. I have no doubt about that. And I'm pretty sure we'll get it sometime next year if it goes well in Japan. All right, moving on. The people that are fans of Spice and Wolf, you're getting a new anime project. So we don't know when exactly, but I think it's like a first season. I don't know. Yes, because season 1 was in 2008. And season 2 was in 2009. So 13 years later, you're getting a new project.
Better late than never.
It
gives us hope for Hunter x Hunter. Just kidding.
Oh, that'll never come back.
How sad.
All right, for the people that are VTuber fans, Kizuna Ai announces an anime project. So there you go for that. For the people that follow streams and VTubers.
Weirdo. Just kidding.
I'm a VTuber. Fuck you.
Fucking weirdo.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Awkward silence.
Yes, cricket.
Yo, that's what we need to invest in. We need to invest in the Jim Cornette fucking sound box.
We'll find our own sound box. It'll be anime sound effects or
don't do that.
We'll get the Joseph. Oh
Bro, all you're gonna hear is Yamete Kudasai and Nigeru.
I will fucking monitor and make sure there's nothing dirty in there.
Right? It's like episode 14 of Bleach. Oh my god!
Shut up. Moving on. Mashuko Tensei fans, good news. Season 2 is officially announced.
Woo!
Fuck yeah, there was never any doubts.
We need more sex. And
well, you
magic.
do. You do.
And magic. And magic too. We need magic too.
Magic, fantasy, Avenger.
Yes, we want to see Rudy become a fucking whore and just slay everything like his dad. Apparently it happens, Matthew.
I'm not telling you shit. Moving on.
This is a great paced, energetic show.
This is a good spot. Moving on. The show Inspector.
Yes.
That came out a couple years ago. We have an official release date, fall 2022.
Yes. Did I talk about that at all?
You did talk about it.
I did. Okay, I just want to make sure because I did manage to binge that on my trip over to see you. So that was cool. It's
the 16th annual Seiyu Awards, or Japanese VAs. Those winners have been announced. Kensho Ono won Best Actor for, well, they don't say for what, just overall. He won. So congrats to him. He's Flotch from Attack on Titan.
Mm-hmm.
Mono and Komi can't communicate.
Mm.
That guy I don't like, and fucking Nighthead.
Mm.
He's Tatsuya from Vivi.
Mm.
So congrats, congrats to him. Actress Megumi Ogata. She is from the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero movie. She's a doctor in Akudama Drive.
Mm-hmm.
She's Hanako in Hanako-kun. But yeah, congrats to her. Congrats to both of them. We're not going down the whole list.
Omedetou gozaimasu.
We just want to talk about the two major ones. Also, after 5 years, Dr. Stone's manga has officially come to an end.
So let me ask you, because I saw that, and sorry, I'm just making plans real quick for the Jujutsu Kaisen movie while we my.
Yeah, I already got that booked. I'm going next Thursday.
Yeah, I'm going next Thursday too. It seems. I just need to confirm with Homegirl.
Yeah, that's my St. Patty's Day.
Fair enough. I was gonna ask you, has there been any feedback, talk on how it ended? Good, bad, indifferent?
I have not read the comments on it, and I'm gonna leave it to myself because I am about 28 chapters behind. So
you are reading it. Okay, so okay. I mean, I don't want to know what happens. I just want to know, like.
So I am waiting until it happens. So I am waiting until I get to it before I look at comments.
Okay, fair enough.
Yep. Also, season 3 comes out sometime next year for the next arc.
Mm-hmm,
so definitely look forward to that.
Mm-hmm,
but yeah, 5 years, 232 chapters, good stuff. I can't see how it actually ended, and I think there is an extra chapter in the summer. I'm not sure yet.
Mm-hmm.
2 more pieces of news. An original anime got announced called High Card.
Not low card.
It's going to come out in 2023. It looks like it's poker, like type of thing. Like it's about cards. I'm not sure.
Don't they have like the one that's from the one gambling one that's on Netflix, Kage something or whatever?
Yeah, but there's actually no plot for this.
Oh, interesting.
So, we will wait till we find out more news.
You don't say.
It could be good, it could be bad. We don't know, but of course, always support original anime instead of just adaptations.
Sure,
they're usually great stuff.
Sure.
Moving on. Now the big news for the people of
wait. One more news.
One more. Okay, what?
One more news.
What?
86 is back, y'all. Next week we will finally, or this coming up week as we record. It's currently Tuesday. This Saturday coming up. We are going to get, is it Saturday? Yeah, this Saturday coming up, we're going to get episode 11 of 86. They're going to finally conclude the 86 season 2. So looking forward to that. Matt and I will be watching. Oh no, you don't watch that, Matt. Never mind.
Yeah, you'll be watching it.
I'll be watching it.
It'll be in your lineup for the next 2 weeks.
It'll be in my lineup for the next 2 weeks, and it'll be in my single watching category. So looking forward to that. One of the best animes of 2021. And it started off fantastic as during the fall season, and just was it fall? No, it was summer, wasn't it?
Fall.
It was fall. Okay. Anyway, started out great. It would have made my top 5 perhaps if it had actually finished, but anyway, I'm looking forward to it. And now, yes, Matt, go ahead with the big news. The most important news. Psycho news.
Yes, for the ones that have Funimation, well, you're going to have to switch over to Crunchyroll because it is announced that their entire library will be going to Crunchyroll.
Yes.
Officially. as we are recording this, and
as of March 1st. It started as of March 1st, bro.
Yeah, and on April 1st, everything will be moved all together because they're moving stuff slowly but surely.
Yes, as of April 1st, they said 80%. Or basically, as the start of the spring season,
a good chunk is there.
They said 80%. They did say they gave us a number. 80% of Funimation's content would be on Crunchyroll. And yes, as Matt said, everything starting in the spring season will air exclusively on Crunchyroll, which means that nothing will air on Funimation. So again, yes, if you have a Funimation subscription, go ahead and switch over. You should have gotten an email by now.
They will give you 2 months free
to give you 60 days for free if you're a new subscriber. If you're not a new subscriber, then you're fucked. It is what it is. So you can take your extra money and maybe you can get High Dive, even though High Dive doesn't stream very much. But hey.
Yeah, I was kind of upset that Takagi-san is a High Dive exclusive. Like, oh.
Is it? But you have High Dive.
I know, but I was gonna watch. But like, if I wanted to watch it, I could watch season 1 and season 2 on Funimation. But there's no season 3. I was like, God damn it, just have them all together. There's also the 8th annual Anime Training Awards. They have the list of winners. Vivi won a good amount, but the one that took away the most was 86.
Yeah, 86 is great.
With 5 awards.
Didn't it? What's it called? Is that the same one where Fruits won animated season?
Yeah, I was gonna get to that.
Okay, my bad.
Best animation was Vivi. Best original was Vivi. Boy of the Year, Shinai from 86. Nozen.
Shinai
Nozen.
I call him Shin. I call him Shin. I don't know why.
Best girl was Miko from Miracle-chan.
Oh, fuck.
That surprised me. That did surprise me.
Okay.
Yeah, the runner-up was Amelia.
Was who? What the fuck is what's it called?
I didn't check that chart.
Where's Toru?
I didn't check the chart of the top 10.
There was a small part of me just like, where the fuck is Rim? Oh wait, who's Rim?
Don't calm down, Marte. Levy from Attack on Titan won supporting boy. Ram won supporting girl.
We don't talk about Attack on Titan much, but I made this comment and I feel it's so true. If you see, because I started watching Attack on Titan season 1, as season 1, season 2, as we know, our main protag and antag, Aaron, is very chipper, very happy. And he's in season 1, he gets put with Levi on Levi's squad. And Levi is a fucking dick and he's freaking got like this stone face. And over season 3, and especially now in the final season, we see Aaron adapt that same face. That's something that I noticed. I'm 16 episodes in, but that's something I definitely noticed as I've seen, obviously, there's a lot of spoilers being in our group. So I noticed he's got that same face and it's like, wow, it's pretty crazy. Like he adapted basically to Levi's style in essence, even though that
pretty much
other shit. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out. Who'd you say was supporting girl? I'm sorry.
Ram.
Oh, okay.
I'm happy with that.
Cool.
Best couple, Kyo and Toru from Fruit Baskets.
Easy.
Opening, Tokyo Revengers Crybaby.
It wasn't bad.
To be fair, that was close. That was close for me.
It wasn't bad. Not the best.
ED was 86 for Avid. Best voice actor, Yoshimasa Hosoya from Attack on Titan, who voices Rainer.
Oh, speaking of voice actors, I guess a bit of extra. You saw that what's it called? Lisa's husband. I forget his name. The guy.
Yeah, the guy that voice directed. Yeah, he's coming back from hiatus.
He's coming back from hiatus. Yeah, and even though he's not,
but he will not be Draken.
He will not be Draken, and there's somebody else that he's actually pretty.
I think he was Anos from.
Anos Voldegord. Yes. Yeah,
he got switched also.
He got switched also. Anyway, yeah, bit of news if you care about that. So.
Yep. Best voice actress, Amamiya from Miracle-chan, Miko. Best adapted screenplay, 86. Best voice cast, 30.
Okay, yeah.
Soundtrack, like scores and all that, 86.
Should have been fucking Violet Evergarden. Oh no, well, Violet Evergarden came out in 2020. It came out in America in 2020.
Yeah. You're talking about the movie, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think they count just series for those.
I guess. Okay.
Visual sceneries and visuals, Mushoku Tensei. Best character design, Horimiya.
Yes. Finally, Horimiya got some love.
Slice of life of the year, Komi can't communicate. You got silence.
It's not my slice of life of the year, but okay.
Yeah. Supernatural of the year, Miracle-chan. Action or adventure of the year, Mushoku Tensei.
Okay, that's a hard category, but good for them.
Fantasy of the year, Mushoku Tensei.
Over ReZero.
Yeah. Romance of the year, Horimiya.
Easy.
Music anime of the year, Vivi.
Easy.
Mystery or psychological, ReZero.
Makes sense.
Yes. Sci-fi or mech, 86.
Yes, easy.
Comedy of the year. Komi Can't Communicate. I know. Ours is Uramichi.
By a landslide.
Yeah.
And if you're not going to give it to Uramichi, you can give it to House Husband.
Movie of the year. Josie, the Tiger, and the Fish.
Okay. Loved it.
Drama of the year. Fruits Basket.
Easy. Well, not so easy because, yes, it's got a lot of drama. It's a mix of everything. It's a mix of psychological. It's a mix of drama. It's a mix of slice of life.
Yeah, mostly the drama.
It is mostly drama. I would have put ReZero maybe above it, although this season wasn't as, I guess, drama filled. But I feel like it was. I feel like I would put ReZero in drama. I don't recall what I gave it the last. I think I might have given it 3.
Yeah,
No,
it could have gone either way with this too.
Sure.
And now Attack on Titan came in 5th place. This is anime of the year now. Yeah, Attack on Titan came in 5th place.
All those stands are pissed off.
Yep. 4th place was Shoko Tensei.
Oh, Angel and fucking Marte are super pissed off.
It's not showing 3rd place. Weird. Whatever.
No.
Doesn't count. Doesn't exist. There's no 3rd place. Oh, 2nd place, 86, and also won new anime. And of course, 1st place, Fruits Basket.
I ruined. Go man.
Yep.
Go man.
It's fine. It's fine. Now I gotta find it. I gotta find out who the fuck was 3rd place because apparently it was not ReZero.
As you find that out, and I was making that like the way you say go men. As as we record, today is International Women's Day. So happy International Women's Day to everybody out there, to your special women in your life, for the men or women, and all the women in your life, and all the women that listen to us. Happy Women's Day, y'all.
Yeah,
International Women's Day.
Okay, 3rd place was Vivi.
Okay, hey, that makes you happy. Good for you.
That does make me happy. And ReZero was 6th. Yeah, it was funny. It had the most votes in winter.
Well, I mean, don't
like
all
I had the most votes out of anyone all year round. And yearly, it's like, nah, fuck you.
I guess, at the end of the day, as much as we chuckle about that, it really just depends on the target audience. It may have the most votes because it's one of the more popular series, but I mean, in terms of it being impactful, it's tough to put this second half of ReZero specifically as a whole. If you wanted to if you were to watch the entire season 2 in its entirety, yeah, for sure, it's super impactful. But when you break it up into the cores, the second core wasn't nearly as impactful, I feel, as core 1, especially how it ended. As we've heard a lot of people bitch and complain that it wasn't a drama filled ending, it wasn't a cliffhanger, but we've seen that before from season 1. They left on a high in season 1, didn't they? Did they not? Unless you watch the director's cut. If you watch the director's cut, then, which is what I did to watch ReZero, if you watch the director's cut, then you don't get a happy ending as you would have thought in season 1. So yeah, I don't know.
Horimiya is not even on their top 18.
So a lot of people just don't like fucking romance.
No, it's ReZero, Miracle Chad, Reincarnated Slime, Komi, Eternity, Higehiro, Dragon Maid, Vanitas, Wonder Egg, Tomozaki, Banished Hero, Remake Our Life, and Otome Fairy Tale.
I love all the majority. I've seen the majority of them, and I love them all. I wouldn't put them on Horimiya.
Yeah, you saw almost all of those except for Vanitas.
And Dragon Maid.
Yeah, we both didn't watch Dragon Maid because we don't want to see 9-year-olds in sexual situations.
I am indifferent about that. You didn't want to see that. I just didn't watch it before.
I mean, it should not. Like, it's not even a lie. It's an actual 9-year-olds.
Yeah, I get it.
It's like,
not good.
That's a red flag.
Indeed, it is.
All right, should we get to reviews? Because we did enough news.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus, we're fucking 30 minutes into the goddamn episode. We haven't even started.
We will keep these short and sweet as we could, because again, it's quite a few, so we're trying to remember as much as we can.
Yes,
because we watched a lot in the span of a couple of days. So forgive us for if our we're all juggled around in our brains.
Yes, if you're listening and you hear we fuck up, let us know on one of our media channels. And let us know you're listening.
Do it, pussy. You won't.
I bet you won't, motherfucker.
All right. Let's start. Lupin the Third, Part 6. We have 3 episodes left. We had another filler, a little bit of Fujiko, because they're in this random village and they had nothing. There's nothing to do there. It's a boring town, but they had this legend of a mermaid. So this random girl, this random villager, sees Fujiko and she thinks she's this mermaid. And Jige and Goemon, she thinks that the whole crew have the house for Fujiko, even though Jige and Goemon don't. It's only Lupin. Only Lupin has a house for her. And she always plays it off like, "No, fuck you. I don't love you," even though she secretly does. Like, I saw you flirting with the receptionist. Slaps her in the face. She finally talks to one of them. She talks to Lupin's like, "Is that her?" Like, "Oh yeah, this is normal for us." So now she knows like they're all talk to each other. That ordeal. Lupin tells her what love is, and it was a really nice scene. I didn't know the dialogue word for word, but it was something that's really cool. And Lupin's such a cool character. I'm sorry, he's one of the coolest male characters in anime. From for about 50 years, and he still will be.
50.
But it ends with basically the girl's like, "Oh yeah, I know where the actual mermaid is." You know, she dressed up Fujiko as a mermaid, but they don't know that. Say, "All right, you three, confess your love to this mermaid." And they all say like sweet stuff. And they find out it's Fujiko. Like, "So which one do you pick?" None of them. Fuck them. Like, fuck you. But Lupin's like, you know you love me, baby. It's fine. And then he went to Goemon and Jigen. "Aren't you guys upset?" Like, "No, we actually don't like her. We don't like her like that anyway." Anyway, and they drive out town. They stole a shit ton of money from another town, which they were stuck in because the bridge was broken. But once the bridge was fixed, they robbed the bank. The end of that one. But we'll get to the main story conclusions in the last 3 episodes, so I cannot wait. Ranking of Kings. King Bosi versus Oken. The Immortal One versus the Unstoppable. He finally comes out. He's not in jail anymore. He's like, "All right, I waited long enough. I'm gonna go clap some."
Hey, clap.
Pretty much, but yeah, first we see the importance of Miranjo and King Bosi, because basically, Miranjo's mother got murdered by these poor villagers that would just betray you in a flash. And with Miranjo, they cut her face off, they cut her hands off. So I was like, holy! That's why in the mirror with Daida, that's why she wears that mask on her face, because she got fucking deformed because of these people. So that's why Bosi basically destroyed that entire village.
Damn.
I said, "Fuck these," but that's why like he's not a villain. Like, he's not someone you call like a bad guy. It's just the shit he's seen. It's just sad to see all that. And Miranda talks about how much she means to Bosi. Like, that's why she didn't want anyone. Like, that's why he didn't want Bosi remarry people. But one of the kids, that way, if something happened to Bosi, he could reincarnate into the kid's body, which is what happened with Daida. And then when that happened, all right, flashback over. Like, Boji finally sees Miranjo's past. Daida knows who the Lady Mirror is now. And even Daida gets heartbroken because he felt like he got lied to, because it was someone that was like mentoring him. She never told him like her actual name and everything, her motives. And yeah, Daida felt like he got played, and he did. So he has every right to be upset. But after that, Bosi just slaps his family, his crew.
Bitch.
He hits them all off a club, like, "Fuck you, get out of my way." But he decides to heal them. I don't know, it's because he just felt bad, or like there's still his family and people that in his kingdom type of thing. But because of this, he lost a good chunk of his power because he healed a shit ton of people, and that takes a lot of energy. So he's fighting at half strength, and no one's dead, even though they were close to death. And they were telling, "Hey, this guy's really strong. Like, he's immortal." He's like, "Okay, well, I got the remedy for that." He grabs his club and fucking smashes him over and over and over again.
Hey, you know something? Not for nothing. There's something classic about it. If it's broken, hit it. It may fix. Truthfully, he crushed and crushed his armor and everything. He was like split it in half. And while he was trying to regenerate, he grabs all the armor pieces, crushes it into a ball, and then eventually he gets out of it. So he crushes him again. Goddamn.
Club and rinse and repeat. But instead, he gets a giant boulder. He punches a hole in it and then shoves him in there while burying him deep in this boulder.
Damn.
While it's just in this tiny circle.
Damn.
So he can't get out. So I was like, holy shit. Then Kage's like, "Boji, do not fight your father. He's fucking strong. You will die." But no, Boji's determined to fight him. And that's where the episode is. So next episode, we're going to get Boji versus Bose.
Nice.
I can't wait. Nice. It's going to be so good. I wish, damn it, I want to count it. No, I could count the fights. I can count fights. Actual shows. So if it's good, it might be best fight. We'll see.
We'll see. Indeed, we shall.
Moving on. Doll's Frontline. The gang's all together again. AR-15, M16, M4, SOP mod. Everyone. But for AR-15, apparently one of the villains got into her. That's why they're all being tracked, like because their base got invaded. So one of them goes like, oh yeah, fuck you. I'm gonna plant something in you. You can't get rid of it. So AR-15's out of commission for right now. They're defending the base. And one of the villains, I think his name is Destroyer. Anyway, either with her is just these villains, they're just one episode and done. So they're not really that threatening. So she didn't do much. She just like, oh yeah, this you ain't gonna take this base, fuck you. They take the base, like shit, I'm gonna retreat. And then the main one was like, hey, fuck you, because like, hey, I ain't gonna help you. You got what I needed, yeah. So we're gonna kill you.
Damn.
It's like don't act like, but yeah, it was Dreamer. This main one is apparently Dreamer that went to the Destroyer saying, hey, I got what I needed. I'm gonna basically turn you out, like shut you down, kill you, bring you back up. You're gonna forget all of this. Don't act like this is the first time. And that's how that episode ended. Waifus and guns. Moving on. Talk about next. Bleedale. Okay, let's go with Bleedale. Well, I gotta refresh my memory.
Take your time.
Okay. Kana goes back to the village where she was in the first episode. Because like, oh yeah, I promise I come back. That type of thing. She basically checks up on everyone. She hears cries in a well. And they're like, oh, what's that? Oh, I don't know. Let's go find out. And you see her in a spandex suit.
Hey.
Going underwater.
Hey.
Going to this black hole type abyss.
Hey.
And on the other side, it's a mermaid.
Oh.
The mermaid, like she's like everyone's abandoned. The village is gone. Just her by herself. She's like, okay, fine. I'll get you out of here. She takes her to the villagers. Like, hey, can you look after her for a while? Like, oh yeah, sure. We can put her in the bathhouse. All that happens, and then we get a cute moment with Kana and Shiden Saber, who was basically he was another player from the Liddell game where she was from. So they had that type of connection. Like, oh yeah, I remember you. You were that witch from the game.
Right.
So they meet up. It's like, oh yeah, I'm only gonna be here with you temporarily because I gotta go to the village that you guys are going. Like, oh yeah, it's on the way. We'll take you there. They have a little cute moment. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna carry you. Shiden Saber says. And he kind of and she has like sweeps her off her feet, and she's like blushing as hell. And Saber's like, "What?" And he like realized like, "Oh shit, I'm carrying her like this." Like, shit, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
he starts blushing all that. His guards kept teasing him. I was like, "Oh, are you dating her?" I was like, "No, I'm not." It's like they're never gonna let it down. But I was like, you know, it's good to have fun with them because, you know, keeps morale up. Eventually, she shies away from the group. Like, okay, this is my stop. Good luck doing what you're doing. I gotta go do my thing. She goes into this fog. She summons her centaur Hegel to help her out. And it's zombies. The centaur's out. She has another weapon out. It's like, oh shit. Well, it's gonna be tough. I'm gonna go fight. All right. Slow loop. More fishing.
Oh my god.
More fishing.
I never get
Koharu and Hiyori leave home for a little bit. What?
I was gonna say, like, I never like get excited when you're like, oh, fishing.
More fishing.
Oh god.
It's all fishing.
Oh god.
But yeah, Hiyori and Koharu run away from home. They go to Koi's house. Like, why'd you run away? Because Koharu's pissed because they want to go on a fishing trip by themselves for a weekend, and the father said no. So Koharu's like, you're a dick. I hate you. But eventually they go back home. Like, well, okay, you can go. So it's Koi, Koharu, and Hiyori. They go to this mountain for a fishing trip. Koharu still sucks at catching fish. She's not getting the right spots. Koi doesn't fish. They know that she doesn't fish. She explains like, why do you come then if you don't like fishing? And Koi tells Koharu like, I don't hate it. It's just more of I like watching people fish.
Right.
I like seeing them catch the fish. I like seeing the looks in their faces when they catch them. And plus, my father's a fucking fishing addict, so basically that kind of killed my fun a little bit.
Wow.
But mostly, I like to watch people. So you guys can just do all the fishing. I'll do the watching. You do the cooking. And you get actual fishing recipes when Koharu makes the fish. It's like, nice. I can make these.
Hey.
Very easy to make.
Hey.
So cute, relaxing. That's all I got out of that one. Academy sailor uniform. Animation is still fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
I love it all. Basically, all the students go to the mall because they want to get some supplies for their school competition. So, and Erica gets teased because she's never had a burger.
Really?
So she doesn't know how to eat it. AKB's like, hey, it's like eating ass. This is how you do it.
It's like eating ass. Oh my god.
She doesn't say it, but it was one of the
memes.
I
like, swear, because you talk about ass slapping and shit. So I'm thinking like, oh, it's like that.
No, it's not like that. No, it's just...
Oh my god. It's like eating ass.
No, because that was a meme. Like it's like here, you spread the buttons and you dive right in.
Well then, ladies and gentlemen.
No, it's like, okay, no, you just grab it like this. You grab it from the wrapper and just eat it. And then Erica has this adorable face, and they'll look at her like,
Nani?
And she's like blushing, like, don't look at me like that. You guys are so mean. But mostly it was about one of the students losing their bookmark. Well, because Tomono, she loses a bookmark, and she's like, oh, it's just a bookmark. But in her head, it's important to her because her mom made it for her.
That makes
sense. So it's just like,
animes do that a lot with bookmarks. They tend to like bookmarks is a huge thing. I mean, they read a lot too, I guess, from that perspective.
Yeah, so it was just like, but she finds it. It was attached to a balloon that's like flying in the air.
Wow.
But they start chasing it. It gets stuck in a tree. And basically it's like, oh, I can't reach it. No one can really climb a tree. So do the whole cheerleader formation, like, hey, let's all stockpile on top of each other. We'll hoist you up.
3, get my bookmark, yay!
Pretty much. They grab the bookmark. It's cool. It was cute. That was basically where the episode ended. So the next episode is going to be the competition. They're going to win, I'm sure. But we'll see.
Should be like 1 and 2. Gotta be. Or you might be done at this stage.
No. I think I have Vanitas left. That's it.
Yep, you got Vanitas.
I'm double checking.
Vanitas.
Yep. Oh God. Fuck. Holy fuck.
All over. Fuck.
No, that's how I am. Like, holy shit.
Fuck.
The shit that happened. The shit that happened in this last couple episodes. But yeah, Chloe and Jean-Jacques got saved by Vanitas finally. So the village is back to normal. That was the previous episode. And it ended with Jeanne tackling Vanitas, sucking his blood, and eventually kissing him on the cheek.
Cool.
And Jeanne tells Vanitas, like, don't forget your promise to me. Like, if something ever happens to me, you would kill me, type of thing. It's just a giant smile on her face. And Vanitas is like shocked, like, what the fuck? And now the current episode. No, basically picks up Vanitas, throws him into the room back in Paris. It's like, help him! He's dying. I think he's poisoned. He hasn't eaten. He hasn't slept. He's like, he's being worried as hell. And then Vanitas like, no, I'm fine, you idiot. It's just, I don't know what's going on with me. But all I can think about is Jeanne. Every time I look, like, basically, he's in love with Jeanne. He doesn't know that yet.
Oh.
But the guys in the office just glare at the both of us, kicked him out. Say, hey, why'd you kick us out? We were trying to explain the situation. Why are you doing this to me? So No's like freaking out because he doesn't know that he's in love with Jeanne.
Yeah.
He basically assumes he just got poisoned or something. And then Vanitas just runs away. He's like, I need to get away right now. Leave me alone. And we see Roland and Oliver sitting at the cafe like, oh, hey. He doesn't say Vanitas' name. He calls him Vincent because he doesn't want Oliver to know, like, oh, yeah, I don't want to know you're him, basically. So Vincent, my dear friend, like, we met at a drinking club, basically, at a bar. I outdrank him. But please sit down. Like, what's troubling you? He's like, you guys aren't expert on love or something, right? It's like, Roland's like, I have a fair share, but it's mostly Olivier. And then Vanitas is like, oh yeah, I have this friend that doesn't stop thinking about this person, all that. But eventually he flips he's talking about himself. And then Roland's like, oh. He then grabs his hands like, my dear boy, you are actually in love with her. And Vanitas hates it because he never had anyone actually give a shit about him. Like, he teases Jeanne, but the fact that someone actually loves him and him feeling the same way back, it's not normal for him. So he's stuck. Like, why? Like, why does she? This makes no sense.
Nazera.
And then he's like, he snaps out like, you're stupid. That's stupid. You're stupid. Back. All that. While No just tries to chase him, and He's like, oh yeah, he went that way. You should go help him. Like, oh yeah, sure.
Mhm.
Then Olivia's like, so that's Vanitas, huh? And Rowan's like, shit, you caught me. Like, yeah, that was him. It's like, why do you help them all? Like, they're fascinating people. That's because again, the vampire and a human working together, that's sacrilege. They actually do it. They pull it off.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then we go to the other side. Jeanne is back home with Luca and Dominique. And then she explains what happened with the mission, like Chloe says, but she doesn't know where Chloe is anymore. Like, she prefers to keep it that way. She doesn't have to try to. That way, she's not ordered to try to kill her again. Then she talks about Vanitas, and then Luca's like, why? Why are you talking about this guy? You're for me? Why? Stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Then Jeanne talks about, and Jeanne is like calm and cool about talking about how much she cares about Vanitas, while Vanitas is freaking out. But Jeanne is like calm and collective. And then Luca says like, oh, did he mind control you or something? And then he yells for Dominique to come here. Like, hey, like she's in love with him. It's like, why? You should follow someone like no, but don't go out to no because he's mine. Fuck you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's just Jana and Vanitas being more like they're aware of that their feelings towards one another.
Mm-hmm.
That's all good and dandy. But what happened after is what the fuck.
Ooh.
This blue haired child, this boy.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, and he has a chain. And like he's pulling someone in. He's like, so, where's No? I told you to bring him, and you didn't. Who he has in his hands is Dominic, and he's like, well, if you can't bring him, I have no use for you. So he gets this knife, and you hear the. It's like fuck.
Damn. So
it's a cliffhanger. We don't know, but holy shit, he grabbed Domi and he fucking killed him. I think that's it for me.
Dun dun dun. We won't find out until next week.
Now I ended on a cliffhanger. All right.
Yeah. All right. I'll try not to be long-winded, even though he was kind of fast considering we've missed 3 episodes. I'm gonna start with Princess. I'm sorry. Princess Connect season 2 is really, really, really fun. It's way better than season 1, and I gripe about this every week that I watch this show, and it chaps my ass that the animation is stupendous. The fights are really good. And there's plots and points in the plot, I should say, that are really good, but the story is just so damn incoherent that it's so hard to follow, and it fucking pisses me off. Like, I want to give this show a 4 out of 5. I want to, but the story is just so bad. It just knocks it down. And the story itself isn't even that bad once you kind of figure it out. But like, there's so many characters. Like, one of the things that bothers me, there's so many characters. I don't even know hardly any of the other side characters' names. I don't. It's so hard for me to write weekly reviews on Princess Connect because I can't fucking write who was what because I don't fucking know. The episodes are great because we're getting more in depth now into what exactly is going on. We find out more details about the fake queen. She's now in the latest episode. She's the omnipotent czar. That is, she's not the real queen, as we know. That's Pecorine, aka Princess Eustania. The person who basically is mimicking her and getting her away is the omnipotent czar. She's a member of the 7 crowns, which I guess are like powerful fucking beings. I don't know. They never explain who the fuck the 7 crowns are or what their significance is, so I don't know. They're just really fucking powerful and do really cool shit, apparently. And we also find out basically in a couple previous episodes, Yuki gets some of his memories back, and he sees that he had another guild he was with before, and he faced off against the omnipotent czar, and all of his guildmates died, and he was about to die, but he went into the and we find out what it is. He went to this machine, and that's what's called the Redive. The show is called Princess Connect Redive. So he goes into the machine called the Redive, and basically that's what gives him more power and keeps him alive, but at the cost of his memories and other stuff. And we find out in this last episode that happened, the more you go into the Redive, the more you'll get altered, whether it be like physically, mentally, your powers may change, things of that nature. And we find out that the omnipotent czar, in the battle that she had with with what's it called, with Yuki and his former guild. Apparently something happened and she had to go into the redive, but when she went into the redive, her power, she has a latent power. That latent power that's so OP is she can predict the future. On top of having like OP powers, her main power is she can predict the future, and she can no longer predict the future in this battle. So she's using one of the other, what she has basically one of the other 7 crowns in her possession. A woman that we've seen previously in the episode. Her name is really hard, so I never really wrote it, but it's something like Meg Morant or something along those lines. It's this little girl, and basically she has the power to create anything like out of nothing, which is wild. Like you just see her like just create daggers from nothing. And we see this crazy battle between her and another of the 7 crowns. I don't even remember her fucking name. But she's one of the good girls that's there that helps Yuki, and like hasn't told Yuki what she knows because she clearly knows something since she's the one that actually works with the redive. But basically she's been helping the guild and helping Yuki like secretly in a way, while she's been hiding this crazy fucking power. We see this crazy battle, really well done, well animated, entertaining fight. And the last couple episodes focus more on what's it called, on Eustasia, I should say, aka Pecorine, coming to terms with her, hiding the fact that she's the real princess, and she wants to tell Yuki and she wants to tell Carol because those are the 2 people that don't know out of the guild. What's her face? I forget her name now. She knows. Caroster. Fuck, I forget her name because I always know her as Caroster. Anyway, so she knows, but she wants to tell Yuki and Carol, and as she's about to tell Carol gets summoned via the ring that she got from the fucking false queen, the omnipotent czar. She got a ring in one of the earlier episodes in the season, but it allowed her basically to be summoned at a moment's whim, and she gets summoned as a human shield for the queen, the omnipotent czar, against this 7 crown. And the 7th crown recognizes Carol, hesitates on stabbing the omnipotent czar, and I guess a second version of herself, which we never get explained, like a more evil version, pops up from behind her and stabs her. And it's pretty emotional, again, really well laid out in terms of the animation and the sequencing and the powerfulness of that sequence. It was really well done. But listen, you've heard me just describe Princess Connect for the last like 3 minutes or so just now. Is what I'm saying make any real sense in comparison to like an actual flowing story? A bit, but not like, it's hard. Like it's harder to grasp compared to something that's really well laid out. It's not very laid out because there's so many different pieces in this show that it's hard to fucking really grasp them. There's so many different areas of people that we see before, then they come back afterwards, or people that are in the shadows and then they come out and then they're important, but then we don't see them again. Like it's fucking aggravating to me when I talk about this show, but I'm thoroughly entertained every Monday. It's a good show. It's a solid 3. I would give it a solid 3 out of 5 stars. Nothing less. And it's a shame because of all the other things. It's one of the best animated series of the season, and it's got a lot of other good things. It fucking bothers me. So that's what I got for now. Something more coherent. We'll go with Love of Kill. Love of Kill has been really good. Basically, the episodes have been following what's it called? I've been following god damn it, what's her name? Fuck, I forget her name now. Oh my god, this is how you know we watch 2.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Fucking goes. Mate, Gomenasai. Chateau-san. Okay. So Chateau, it follows Chateau basically and Ryangha as they get closer while simultaneously hating each other. It's one of the more funny romances of the season in terms of the fact that it's real adults in a real like kind of scenario, in a real location, and they're not in any way, like she's not in any way attracted to him, but kind of is. It's kind of interesting. And basically they're on the episodes follow them on a boat as they face off against one of the other assassins and the organization basically that's going after Ryangha. So we got some incredible developments and things of that nature. Slowly but surely, Chateau is starting to realize her past, and we're starting to see glimpses of the past. We see young Ryangha and what he does and what he means to Chateau, being the one that that actually had her the day that she was abducted from her family and was found by the detective. And we see that the main villain that's orchestrating everything going on is the same guy that named Ryangha and was the one who told him to pick up Chateau. So there's clearly, again, something going on with Chateau from that standpoint that we need to find out. It's great. I mean, we see vicious murder, which is awesome. We see murder across all of these in some capacity. And yeah, it's a really solid series. Again, right now they're leaving off with Chateau. With Ryangha being brought over to this guy. His name is Donnie, being brought over to the main villains, and he being brought over to his mansion while Chateau tries to catch up with him and try and saves Ryangha after the amount of times that Ryangha has saved her throughout the season. So pretty good storytelling from that standpoint. I'm not doing the description justice because, again, it's hard for me to go back 3 episodes and give you everything in detail at this stage, but again, super solid work that they're doing. I'll talk about is Strongest Sage. Strongest Sage is really simple. Maddie and his crew are ridiculously fucking OP. I mean, that's the whole premise of the show, is the fact that he got reincarnated, and he got reincarnated as the best magical user ever, and he got even better because he's got his special fucking powers now that he didn't have before. So it's pretty simple. They basically defeat everything. When you think that fucking there's going to be some problem, no, not really. Easily defeated. You know, it gets old after a while, but it's entertaining in its own way. At this stage, basically, Maddie is going over to let me back up a couple episodes. Maddie faces off against a demon, super powerful demon, easily defeats the demon. But the demon, although he easily defeats him, he was more powerful than the other demons he faced. And also he was more prepared because of the fact that he was being prepared by the king demon, whatever he is. And so basically him and Maddie have a conversation via some like hacked channel, basically. And the demon's like, you're not going to find me. Ha ha. And he kills the connection. But Maddie, because he's OP, he's like, oh, I managed to get your signature in this magical ball, in this magic stone. And we have to go read the magic stone. We're going to go over to this location where the magic stone is. And he almost blurts out, like, I made this 1,000 years ago. You know, and they're like, how did you know? Like, oh, I just came across it. It basically tries to bullshit. That way they don't find out that he's the reincarnation of Gaius, who's that crazy, powerful magician that died 1,000 years in the past. So they go about it from that standpoint. They end up having to go back to the school because, again, they I don't know if I went over that, but basically they got a scholarship so they can leave the school premise whenever they want, so they could go fight the demons, but then they can go back as students. It's, you know, and shit like that. But in any case, they go back to the school. They find the school being rebuilt completely, and they ask what's going on. The headmaster says, you know, that they're basically rebuilding the school from the ground up. And Maddie's like, oh, you're basically making this a fortress. And he's like, yeah, exactly. So there's that. And as they go, they're like, all right, we need to ask the king to let us go into this land because they have to cross a border to get to this like magic stone reader thing they have. And so they ask the king, they get approval, they go. And in order to get into the area where the device is, it's in what's called a restricted area. So they have to go into, they have to be part of the guild of the town, and they have to be rank A. They go from G to S, and so they got to be rank A in order to access a restricted area. So Maddie ends up facing the most powerful fucking guy they have, which is a rank S. And it's a really good battle considering it's Maddie's toughest battle in the entire season thus far because of the fact that this guy he's super powerful as it is, and he doesn't cast magic, but he innately does it. Like he's subconsciously casting magic, and he puts up to be a little bit of a fight for Maddie. Maddie again easily defeats him because that's the whole story. Maddie easily defeats everybody, but he mentions like he has a lot of latent power, and if he learns how to cast magic properly and efficiently, that he'll maybe even surpass him in terms of battle ability, which is a pretty cool compliment. And so they go on from that standpoint. They tell him, the guy, I forget his name, it's like Gaius or something, like not Gaius, but like Gaius or some shit like that. They tell him basically what their plan is, and he's like, oh, you know, lately it's been weird, like there's like a weird aura around the town you're going to. On top of that, on top of that, there are people that are going missing from the from their parties that are going missing going to that area. So they hit and they said there's a lot of checkpoints. So like, oh, that's peculiar. So they go over and they hit the first checkpoint, and they manage to get through. But then Maddie, because he's OP, recognizes something's not right. So he looks at these passes that they're given, and it says, hey, strong party approaching, beware, dispatch of them ASAP. And then as they read that note, basically that hidden note that's done with demon technology, We see just a horde of like fucking minions that are around the corner wanting to fight them. Maddie, of course, because he's super smart and OP, he's like, hey, we'll just cause a distraction and go ahead and put them all to sleep with this magical device. So they cause the distraction, they put them all to sleep, and then the two girls, Lori and Ori, who are there, Laura and Alma that are there, they end up going to sleep as well. Again, simplistic but entertaining in its own way. And then finally, Boruto. Boruto has been really solid. This arc with the Land of Water is a very, very solid arc. At this stage, basically, they're going after what's called the Funato clan, the Funato family clan, and they're causing havoc across the Land of Water, easily dispatching of Land of Water resources like boats and things of that nature. And a lot of the residents and the surrounding islands are joining the Funato clan against the Land of Water. And we basically find we get the entire story of the Funato versus the people of the Land of Water. Basically, the Funato, even though they're sinister and bad, they are free spirits in essence of the land, and the Land of Water is basically trying to be more efficient, make more money, and more power, things of that nature. So one of the things that they've done is they've started, after they defeated the Funato clan the first time, was they wanted to bring everybody together. Before, they had a bunch of islands and they used to be like independent islands of themselves, but then they adapted them basically into the Land of Water, which caused problems for people that are there that wanted to be independent and single and things of that nature. So that's why we see a lot of support for the Funato now. And basically the Land of Water is struggling to combat that because of the fact that they want to basically live independently again against what the Land of Water is doing. So we get a good dynamic, good political dynamic from that standpoint. Basically, the Funato, they faced Boruto, Kagura, and the Seven Ninja Swordsmen, and Iwabe and Kawaki as well. It's a whole collective between Team 7 and Team 5, as well as the Kagura and the Seven Ninja Swordmen that he broke out from the prison. So we get some decent battles there, and some decent developments here and there. The last episode of Boruto basically starts off with Boruto collapsing from heat exhaustion, and he dreams that he's drowning. He falls off the ship and he's drowning, and a guy saves him. I forget the kid's name. But basically this kid saves him. Coincidentally, somebody that looks like the kid ends up coming on the boat, saving everybody, bringing them over to this island, and they're going to try and fix the boat, which was blown up. The engine was blown up by a secret member of the Funato that tried to frame one of the Seven Ninja Swordsmen for murdering the captain of the boat. So we get a decent story there. They all kind of go their own way and things of that nature. So the episode ends with Boruto and the kid having to go across the other side of the island in order to grab a part for the ship that they don't have, as a storm is approaching. So it's a little bit of foreshadowing. I think at that point they're in like a rinky-dink boat right now. So something tells me that that's where Boruto will drown and the kid will save him in some capacity. And we'll get more details in regards to the Funato being in that general vicinity of that island. So again, super solid stuff, very entertaining. From that standpoint, nothing bullshit, nothing fucking lame about Boruto in this particular instance as this arc continues. So good stuff.
Good stuff indeed. That is it. Separate stuff.
Yes. Until next week, we'll have 86.
Yes, and now we're going to do together. We're going to close off with the stuff we do together.
Yes, and we're going to start off with a big one, ladies and gentlemen.
My Dress Up Darling. We usually end with it, but this time we're going to just start with it.
We're going to start with it because we want to end on something that's a little bit close to my thought process. So
yeah, and plus, to be fair, with the past couple of weeks, I think it deserves it.
I mean, dude, none of these other anime that we've seen truly deserve to end the way fucking Dress Up Darling. Let's keep it 100.
Well, I say Sasaki and Miyano too.
Not really.
Yeah.
Not really. You know what I want to talk about second to last?
What?
Requiem. I want to sell Requiem.
We could do that.
Maybe Requiem. Maybe Genius Prince. Maybe Realist Hero. Those are all they're all in that like tier that's under what's it called? Under Dress Up Darling for me. Like, yeah, it's just tough, bro. Like maybe Sasaki and Miyano is a little bit above the other ones that I just mentioned, but not by much. It's closer to Requiem and Realist Hero and Genius Prince to me.
We still got to try to mix it up.
I know, goddamn, whatever. All right, anyway.
All right, let's move on. Let's go.
Let's talk about fucking Dress Up Darling.
Yeah, eat the KK's hated anime.
Yeah, for real, seriously. It's one of my favorites, though. I always, now that fucking Demon Slayer is done, I always end my anime binge with Dress Up Darling, without fail.
I usually go by day, but I end with the best one of the day. So I end Saturdays with Dress Up.
Yeah, normally I do that too, but I'm so behind on everything, it ends up being Dress Up because Dress Up is just so much better than everything else.
Right, but basically, if you saw from the previous episodes, Gojo is making Inu's outfit with Marin. It's a group cosplay this time.
Yes.
The Junas and what was the name of that show? There's some Sailor Moon shit.
Yeah, basically the Sailor Moon knockoff show.
Sailor Moon knockoff.
Great value Sailor Moon.
Great value. Dollar General Sailor Moon.
Dollar General. Dollar Tree Sailor Moon.
Also, happy 30 years to them before we continue.
At some point in my life, I do want to go back and watch Sailor Moon.
I might watch the newer ones to see how that is. I kept hearing positive stuff. But again, it's just so many episodes. That's the problem.
I know. That's why I said at some point in my life, I'll go back. That'll probably be the second to last anime I watch behind fucking One Piece.
But Marin, she feels insecure because she doesn't know a lot about the cosplay material after hearing Gojo and Sejuna talk about cosplay. But anyway, Gojo finished their outfits and not a little quicker than the first one. But again, since he's getting better at this, it's easier to go about it. But Sejuna was like, "Oh yeah, I love how you made the cape a little heavier with the fabric. I can still move and all that." And like geek it out basically, and just in the terms of making an outfit. So Marin's like, "Oh yeah, I love how they string.
Yeah,
I love this." Before that though, Marin puts on another bathing suit. It's like, oh yeah, it's another bathing suit. Yeah, it's not, you're not seeing anything, but she forgot she put on the wrong top.
Well, are we skipping totally the fact that freaking that Gojo got a boner and fucking Marin got excited?
No, because that happened during that. I was leading to that.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was leading to that.
That was the first thing that stood out for me. Hey, pun intended.
But I was like, oh yeah, ba-ding. I'm like, oh shit, wrong top. And it's like, that's the thing you're worried about, not the fact that you show me, just the fact it's the wrong one.
Right. And that's after she lifted up the skirt too. Don't forget.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, it's another bathing suit. I sent you the pictures. It's like, yeah, I saw the pictures and other stuff.
And of course,
the
fucking show
goes over there.
Of course, the fucking show, bro, has to show the fucking ass crease next to her fucking pussy. Bro. Like, really? Zoomed in on it.
But World's End won't do that.
No, I was just about to say, I was like, it's funny how like clear and as shit like this episode, this show is, but fucking World's End destroy an entire screen. But we'll get to that momentarily.
We'll get to that in a bit. But the mother's like, oh, you got some, you hiding something there. It's like, go away.
All right,
now.
Doki's there. No, don't touch.
Like, don't touch. Don't go near me. Go stand in the corners.
And then Marin not realizing like, oh, Gojo's actually horny. He's like, oh, did I do something wrong? I'm sorry.
Yeah, she thought he was pissed. Like, no, he's just horny.
He's just horny.
But anyway, they got the cosplays are made. They go to the building, but we get a flashback of Sejuna's sister, Shinju. They talked in private after scouting the area they're gonna take photos in. Yep. So I was like, oh yeah, can I talk to you? No, I'm sorry, Gojo wanted to talk to her.
Yeah, Gojo wanted to.
He's like, you want to cosplay, don't you? And then she's like, I can't because I'm too fat or whatever. She's not. And like I see a lot of people cosplay different things, whether it was like a gender bent or different body sizes. Like they all did because they loved it, and that's why I like doing it. So if you really want to, I'll make you an outfit, no problem. Right. And then Shinju's like, I'll do it. Then Gojo's like, I bet she wants to be this cute girl from this game I played. This is what they showed me. He's like, no, I want to dress up as a guy. And then his face went, huh?
Daito Onitama. I love how they call him Onitama. That's the first time I've ever heard Onitama.
And he's like, Onitama?
Onitama?
Like his face completely changed.
I did chuckle. I did chuckle at that.
Yeah, it's like, because you didn't expect it. But no, she wants to do a feel variant. Well, she wants to look more of a guy for this. Like she wants to be a reverse for this. And he's like, you know what? Yeah, I could do it. And the problem was she has no money. He's like, oh shit, I forgot. You're 3 years younger than your sister, so you don't have a job. But luckily, it's easy enough to do. Just take a school outfit and resize it a bit. And then I was like, oh yeah, like here's this shirt. But her breasts are too big, so it's like it's holding on for dear life. And then the button fell out. It almost killed him. It killed Aaron from Attack on Titan, but it didn't kill Gojo. And then he's like, but it's like, oh, it's no problem. I'm gonna sew it back on, no problem. And then Shinju's like, like, oh yeah, like you make it like you before you made it sound so easy, but I see you struggling too, like a normal person. It's like, oh yeah, I also look up to this girl. You know, she's cute. She says whatever. She's a free spirit. I guess she's cute. I was like, you didn't need to hear that. But eventually, their side project is done. She finished it. They found a way to make her breasts basically turn to flat chested, make her go Korean. But no, no. There was wear a certain top.
It just dawned on me what that entails.
It's like I'm telling you, them K-poppers.
I'm fucking done.
But anyway, yeah, they found this out. We're like, okay, it can make you basically flat chest. If you had this on, we just gotta adjust it. You're good to go. So she buys it. It's cheap. It was cheap. Like, oh, it's gonna be expensive, but no, it was like $35. Like, oh shit! Click buy, damn it! Click buy. But we eventually get there. They reveal, ta-da! She's this character. Shinju talks about how she wants to cosplay, but she's afraid of how they're gonna act. But no, Sejuna and Marin just fangirl over her.
For real, it was adorable.
You're amazing. You're amazing. Fucking amazing. I can't.
Selfie, Sashin.
Yeah, she wants a selfie, and they're like, oh shit, we gotta take photos because we're paying by the hour.
Yep. And then that's where they, side note, I want to go back I do want to go back one episode. The episode with them on the beach. The previous episode was fucking horrible.
The end scene.
Yes, the end. That whole thing was beautiful. Where they're on the end scene and Marin wants to spend time with Gojo and then gets embarrassed. Like,
let's go, just the two of us.
Yes, and the bird was fucking hilarious too. I love the goddamn bird, the pelican or whatever the fuck it was.
That took the food.
That took the burgers. Yeah, that took the burgers and shit. That was funny.
Now I kind of want to make that burger, that whited with the fish on. It's like, damn it, I gotta look at it. Like, I looked it up. She was like, let me see if I can find actually. And then I can make it. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, dude. No, I mean, the Dress Up Darling just been awesome, dude. I gave it 5 stars already. It's a shocker.
Yeah, it's just, but yeah, I get
Have you rated, by the way? Unrelated, but unrelated question. Have you started rating your shows for the season?
No. I wait till I'm done.
I'm pretty confident where I'm at right now, so I've rated everything. I didn't realize the amount of like.
The only thing I rated was Demon Slayer. That was it.
I mean, yeah, I rated Demon Slayer. I've rated everything. So, I mean, I'm surprised at some of the averageness that I've had. Some of them weren't so average, but I have a majority of my shows are pretty average. It lowered my rating significantly. I had a 68.8. Now it's down to 68.3.
But yeah, I'm not rating yet, but this is definitely high up there. I wish people shut the fuck up about the stuff that they're issues with.
Right.
It's like you can like you. I like it for not that, like for other stuff, but no, let's just focus on jiggling tits and ass.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I get it. Like, I
get it, but like, don't make it like, I gotta throw everything out the window. I don't care how good it is. I don't care about the characters. I don't care about the emotional scenes. I don't care about you think stuff about cosplay. Nope, just fan service. You're done.
Those same people just don't relate, and that's the biggest people. They don't relate. If you don't relate to something, you can't like comprehend the significance or the goodness within it. I think that's for a lot of things.
Again, you can watch a show without going, "Hey, I'm gonna have sexual thoughts about that later."
I mean, it's kind of hard not to see Marin and some of those things and not think sexual.
But I know, but saying like that's like the whole premise of why you watch these shows.
Yeah, in essence, I agree.
But I hate that they just throw all those out the windows because of that little thing.
Yeah, but hey, whatever. It's gonna be in the contention for the anime of the year. It's not gonna
definitely.
It's not gonna win.
It's definitely on my list for sure.
It's not gonna win this season's anime of the year. It won't win anime of the year as a whole. It's gonna, like, as we already know, as we've said a bunch of times, unless Chainsaw Man.
Like, how dare you speak for me?
Dude, stop. You already know, dude. Like,
you know,
bro, unless Chainsaw Man or Bleach or like one of those other like top action like shows like does something, it's gonna be Attack on Titan or fucking.
Well, I have different tastes.
Point blank. And bro, you stop. You're just lying to yourself at this stage.
I am not lying.
You're lying to yourself.
It's great right now, but again, something better could come. I don't know.
I doubt that.
For you. You don't speak for me, damn it.
I'm a ventriloquist. Didn't know it.
Yeah. You're funnier than Jeff Dunham. I'll say that.
I'm gonna have Sean clip this, and that probably won't happen. But
see what happens.
I'll have Sean clip this, and then we go back. Like, hey, I was calling this shit since like January, some shit.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
it won't.
Do it, pussy, no balls.
Bro, can't even get him to. We digress.
All right, moving on.
Let's go with the worst one. No,
What?
I want to go with the worst one because we just talked about the best ecchi. Let's talk about the worst ecchi before we go to Shenmue.
All right. Oh yeah, folks, I'm back on World's End Harem.
I convinced him to watch World's End Harem because
then I wish you didn't.
No, like I do. All right, so a couple things in terms of ecchi anime that I've seen, and I've seen a few since I've started watching anime full time. This is the best ecchi anime, not because of what you see, because you don't see shit, but the plot in this show is really solid. It is a really solid. It's like, people make that joke like, oh, people don't buy Playboy to read the articles. No, it's like literally reading a good article in a Playboy novel. Like, except the Playboy novel's got fucking black tape on it. But we digress.
Yeah.
It's a really solid plot. And that's what I kept telling Matt. I kept selling it. I was like, dude, it's got good plot, really good story. And
not the ass plot, because you don't see it.
Not the actual ass plot. There's no fucking, you can't see shit. But to counter that, I tell people, watch the show on Crunchyroll for the plot. You'll get a good story out of this show. Believe it or not, you're gonna get a solid story. If you want to fucking see tits and ass and sexual noises and things of that nature, along with the visuals, go on to one of the fucking sites on Google because they'll have the uncensored version there.
You're gonna have to pirate it.
You're gonna have to pirate it. That's what I do. If I want to watch good plot, I watch it the first time on Crunchyroll, get my plot, get my understanding of the show, get my the stuff that I can put for my episodic review on my Instagram, AI_anime24 out there, cheap plug. Then if I want to fucking get my fills in terms of seeing anime titties and girls go, oh shit, and whatever, I'll just go pirate it and I'll get my fill that way. So I end up watching the show 1.5 times because I skip all the plot and just go straight to the titties and the sex. But that's the way you got to do it for this particular show. And I managed to convince Matt to watch it because of the plot. Matt, what did you think of the plot?
Again, the plot's fine. Like, it is fine. And Shota is slowly becoming this demented character.
Oh, Doi-kun? I know.
Yeah, he just wanted to fuck his teacher.
Doi-kun went redo of healer. He went from being like bullied and being like really like, oh man, I'm really happy he's finally getting pussy and he gets to be with people. No, now he's fucking straight redo of the healer.
Yeah, again, he just wanted his teacher. He fucked his teacher.
He got her pregnant.
Yeah, that's why he can't save her again. But he doesn't know that.
He doesn't know that
because fucking Karen has fucking manipulated him.
Yeah, that's true. But you would think, right, that they have a bunch of sex. They would have had sex ed. They would have been like, yo, if you come inside of a woman, she may get pregnant.
Yeah,
right?
But these other girls haven't because they're still there.
Because it's anime and you can come in a girl on her not safe day, because that exists, and fucking and she won't get pregnant.
Even from being tied down and raped by one of them, he's like, oh, I'm gonna go crazy now. I can fuck them all, whatever, wherever. One could blow me under the desk. I can fuck one in the swimsuit.
Yeah, dude.
While we're both in it. But yeah, the fucking Mizuhara fucking got downplayed for like 3 to 4 episodes. And then eventually, because again, we focused more on Doi. I thought he was the main character for a second.
Yeah, we split. Doi really is. Honestly, Doi is like going to be. I think Doi is going to. Well, he is playing a critical part, as we saw at the end. He's going to play a critical part. I think that's one of the reasons why they focus so much on him, so we can get some character development and some character.
Fuck number one, Kyoji Hiro. Fuck him. He's an afterthought now.
He's an afterthought now. He tried to get with Reito's sister, didn't work out, and fucking haven't seen him since.
And now he's upset while fucking these girls.
I haven't seen him since.
Yeah,
he wants to fuck a 16-year-old.
That was his character. His character arc is over.
I'm sure he'll be back at some point. But
I don't give a shit about it.
We don't know. It's all about.
He's just a generic jock.
It's all about Reito, the man-made virus, and
Doi. Yes,
and Doi, the fucking redo healer.
Fucking sociopath.
He's a sociopath now. Fucking slinging his dick everywhere.
Even this, like, one of the girls that bullied him, she's now a pet because Karen's like, oh, I know her.
That's redo of the healer. That's what I'm talking about. Is redo of the healer.
Yeah, like fuck.
But it's kind of cute, like in the last episode when he's like, oh, like she actually looks like something I'd want to fuck in this position. Oh, here's your blanket, whore.
He's not, because it just covers her up.
Yeah, here's your fucking blanket, you fucking cum dump, drug addict.
Yeah, basically, like, clean yourself up. But you didn't fuck me. I know, but still clean yourself up.
Yeah, for real, right?
But yeah, one of the students is undercover.
Yeah.
For a little bit, yeah. For
working with Arisa's group, terrorist group.
Yeah, and yeah, even the World Defense Organization tell Reito, like, oh yeah, we're looking for her in the group because they're terrorists.
Dude, you want to know what I think is going to happen? I'm going to make I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to make a bold claim. Arisa really is evil, and Reito's gonna defeat Arisa, and then Reito's just gonna go fucking slay all these girls. He's just gonna fucking fuck them all. I hope that happens. Probably won't.
No,
I hope
he's gonna save his high school sweetheart.
It's either he's gonna fuck all the girls, which I want to happen, or we're gonna find out Arisa was manipulated and she should be working with the UW. And
he's gonna have Marisa, Mira, and a free.
That would be great. I'm telling you, you should just have an orgy, just one giant orgy. I also laughed when Karen was like, "Orgy."
Well, Doy had the orgy. That's why we just censored.
I know, it was fucking great. And fucking Karen's like, orgy. She's like, oh, fucking like 8-year-old kid. Orgy.
Even though it's like, yeah, if you want to fuck me, you could, but he doesn't fuck her. You know, she says you're allowed to. Like, yeah, that's what I'm here for. Well, fuck. Well, are you gonna do it though? Yeah. I'm gonna manipulate these other students instead.
Dude, can you imagine a world where like every woman is just like your fucking just cum dump? Like, what the fuck? That's crazy.
Yeah. But anyway, with the woman running this, who hate men apparently, but now want men for reproduction.
No, so it's not. Well, it's that obviously, but as we find out toward the end, I think the UW, and I'm very curious to see how they play this off, where the UW may have better purposes, and it's just those 3 heads of the Japanese fucking portion of the UW that were evil because they were charged with making the man-made virus. Although it wouldn't shock me at all if we found out, even though they knew that the virus was man-made and they had a hand in it, they're not the original creator, and it could be someone else that's close to home. So there's definitely potential there from that standpoint. Again, solid plot, solid ways where this can go. I'm making jokes, but truthfully, like there's different elements of this that make this super solid. Who would have thought that World's End Harem would have a better fucking story than Princess Connect Redive? For me. So it's solid. It's a really solid show. Like, I gave this 3 out of 5. It's not going to be any worse. It's not going to be any better. It's a solid, mediocre show for most people, but I'm thoroughly entertained.
Well, it's going to be a disappointment in terms of censorship, but plot-wise, yeah, it's good.
And, I'm curious, the people that vote for the show, how many of them really pirate all their shows versus not?
But I haven't seen it in any of the polls, so...
Yeah, because of fucking... Well, it's an ecchi. You're not going to see an ecchi in a poll by comparison.
Well, you would still see them. I think they're on there just...
Yeah, they're probably an option.
But just no one just cared anymore. Like, they just gave up after the censorship.
Probably, because it's so bad. They censored the entire screen for the orgy.
Yeah, like, I've never seen that.
Luckily, if you pirate it, though, it's a great scene.
Yeah, but that's effort.
Hey, hey, you're not single. I'm single, so it's not much effort to me.
Right. Should we get to the one we've been criticizing?
The one you've been criticizing, because I'm enjoying her for what it is.
No, not Shenmue.
No.
Platinum End.
I'm very happy that this show has bounced back the way it's bounced back.
Once it's close to the end.
It's not, truthfully, not even way before that. One of the people...
Yoenda is fucking fantastic.
Yoneda is great. One of the members of our group, Eat the Cake Anime, mentioned, she's like, oh, I haven't watched the second half. I don't know if it's worth it. And I'm like, you know what? It is worth it because, through the first half, it's meh. And then starting from episode 13, there's still points of meh, but starting from the death of Metropoliman in episode 14, this show has gone up exponentially.
Quite a bit, yeah.
Quite a bit. Like, literally, if you were to give the first 12 episodes, like, maybe you'd give it a 3, right? So it might have been like a 2.5, but you might have given it a 3. Like, the second half, episodes 12 through, we're at 22 now, it's at least a 4, at bare minimum a 4, in my opinion. I would give it like a 4.25, I would say, out of 5, truthfully. You know what I mean?
Yeah, again, but unfortunately, there's still some bad characters like Yuri. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I hate her. She needs to
Shuji, die. Yeah, Shuji's very interesting, despite wanting to kill himself.
Yeah, he is interesting. Well, I agree. What's his face? God damn it, I forget the boy's name. Susumu. Susumu was great too, even though he was a little kid. There was something innocent about him because he just didn't know.
And then he died.
And then he got fucking shot. They couldn't shoot fucking Yuri in the fucking back. Her fucking useless ass.
But no.
She's not even like a cum dump. She's just fucking.
Susumu was just fucking annoyed. It's like, oh yeah, hey, there's guns, guys. There's guns. Like, shit, take him out.
Yeah, but she's not as bad as Yuri. Like, she's like, bro, Yuri's not even a cum dump. She's just so selfish. At least fucking...
Yeah, she just wants the red arrow. She doesn't care. That's all she cares about. I want this red arrow.
Susumu somewhat cares about, like, making life better for people around him. Maybe not the world, but at least, people that are immediately around him and himself. Like, this bitch doesn't give a shit about nothing but herself. Like, bro, no, like she needed to fucking go. She's the one that should have been shot in the fucking head. Like, bro, you're not even a cum dump. You're not even fucking a slut. You can't even be useful that way. No, you just want to be fucking selfish. I don't like her either.
Yeah, well, we're gonna ignore her. But again,
it's hard not to though, because she's always like, as long as I get my red arrow, I don't care. Fucking take the red arrow and fucking shove it up your fucking.
Yeah, but now, but anyway, forget about her. She's not important. Well, who is important is Yuenda. Kakeru Yuenda.
Yes.
Fucking, I love his character. I love the VA for him. I always love the VA, but
yes, he's one of my favorite VAs.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He's one of my favorite voice actors. He plays fucking the guy from what's it called?
He's House Husband.
In House Husband, and he's also the dude in Tower of God, the proctor from Tower
he's
of
in
God.
He's a creator in 2 Years Eternity. He's Jujutsu Kaisen anime.
Yep, he's Jigen in fucking Boruto.
Orsted in Mushoku Tensei.
Yes. Like, he's so many awesome roles, and he does.
I just love his voice.
Great. Yeah, it's great. It's fucking solid, bro.
Like it's calm. It's like also intimidating. It's just that thing in his voice.
Bro, can you imagine like being his like being like her husband, his husband, whatever the fuck he, imagine like being in a relationship with him. That's gotta be wild. That's gotta be the conversation.
I'm sure it's wild.
So wild. Especially if you have like an in-depth conversation, like that would be fucking insane. I would love to have an in-depth conversation.
But hell, I fucking love his conversations when he talks.
Yeah,
this whole bit about God, like, oh yeah, it's like not real, some type of creature thing,
dude. I'm not even gonna front. When I saw that episode, when they first started talking about the prospect of God being fucking, in essence, being he exists because of the fact that humans need something to worship, and he doesn't truly exist in the realm of reality. He's just a fictitious fucking being that was made up and exists only because people believe in this fictitious myth.
Yeah,
like I was high as shit because I had an edible and I was drinking, so I was a little lit. But like, bro, like, you know how mind blowing that is? Like, first off, do you know how blasphemous it is for people that grew up with religion? Like, I grew up with religion. If I were to try to show this to my mother, she would dump all the holy water on top of me for watching.
Yeah, and again, 75% of the people on Earth believe in God, and he dropped it down to 10%.
Yeah, 10% of people.
That's fucking insane. It's like billions of people.
Yeah, but it's 75. Alexa, what's 75% of 6 billion people? 4,500,000,000.
Yeah, he got about a good 3+ billion people to not believe in God. Nuts. Holy shit.
Nuts. And we see after Susumu dies, his angel goes back. Like, we have a problem. God's fading away.
Yeah, God's fading away. And now it's time for the stadium to like talk. Like all five, like no one can interfere.
Yeah.
Yuenda's got the mayor under his control and a bunch of other people. He shot a lot of people with the red arrow.
Bro,
They're doing experiments of people killing themselves, basically.
Bro, and he's so cold with the fucking shots too. Like ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Ding. So cold with the fucking
like he was testing Shuja's theory about people killing themselves. Like, and he's doing it with these red arrows.
That was really, really, really dark. I can't even lie. Like, I saw that.
No, it was.
And that was one of the more uncomfortable scenes of the season, truthfully.
Holy miracle. And the only positive light side is Saki confesses to Mirai she loves him.
There's two positives. There's that positive and a second positive, which is the more important positive. Mirai isn't a bitch-made motherfucker anymore. At the end of the last episode, he's actually he must die. He must die.
He's resorting to he has to kill him if he has to.
Bro, he's like, bro, Yoneda can't live. What? Bro, my nigga's not bitch made no more. Like, that's fucking dope. That's more dope than fucking Saki fucking confessing that she loves him. Like, that was kind of a given the way that it was going. Bro, literally, he must die. Yeah. Whoa, the resolution for a guy that didn't want to kill anybody from the get. Now to save the world, he made that decision. Would you kill one person to save the world, or would you not save the world for one person? He made that decision. And he made it strong, at least from what they ended the episode on. Shit, bro. Fucking great. Goddamn great. We
got 3 episodes left.
I hope it stays this strong and it'll stay a 4 out of 5. Like, it's teetering on a 4.
Like, let's hope. Let's hope.
Let's hope. It's right now. I have it as a 4. Because I'm really hoping it's not a shitty ending. Because when we saw each other, the ending. I don't. But you told me it's a fucking dull ass end. So I'm really hoping.
I hope the lead up to it is fun. That's all I care about.
I mean, I just hope it's not like super shitty, because this was made from the creators of Death Note, as we're aware of, and from what I hear, Death Note was awesome until the end, where it was fucking dog shit. So I don't know. I'm hoping that pattern doesn't repeat itself. But goddamn, am I loving fucking Platinum End? I am thoroughly enjoying Platinum End. I get nervous. That's a good thing when you watch a show that produces that type of drama. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I get nervous watching the show to hear what kind of blasphemous thing I'm gonna say that makes fucking sense. Because that's the unfortunate reality of a lot of the things in this show, and we mentioned that before with the with the introduction of Nakaumi. Is the fact that, like, bro, if you're suicidal or you have had suicidal thoughts or tendencies, those episodes are not the episodes for you. These last few episodes are not the episodes for you. This will not help you in any way, shape, or form. And to see that unfold in that comparison, like, it's pretty wild. Just the principle of every episode starts off with fucking with this anime is intended for mature audiences only.
Mm-hmm.
And it's living up to that expectation. Shit, dude. Good shit.
All right. But yeah, I got 3 more episodes. We will move on. Now we're going to talk about Shenmue.
Yes, you talk about Shenmue. So I enjoy Shenmue for what it is. You're the one that has legitimate issues with it. So go ahead, Matt. This is yours.
Okay. We picked up where we left off in the last episode. Ryo and Guizan fighting in front of the Mad Angels. Fighting in front of Terry. Because Ryo's like, I'll take it to Landy, but you got to kill Guizan. So okay, that happens, and then boom, like they both knock each other out. And the guy, what's the guy? I keep saying bro.
Aniki. They gotta keep saying Aniki. Gonzo or some shit.
Goro. Yes, Goro. He's like, oh shit, he realized that Nozomi was kidnapped, so he tries to help her.
Yeah.
Who else helps? We call it Mark. Yeah, Mai and Mark. Like they're all like they're helping Nozomi get out. While Guizan and Ryo fight, they're knocked out. The Bad Angels come. They had the pipe, but you know what? They get back out. They were playing possum.
Yeah,
because they were talking like, oh yeah, like for the fight type of thing. That in the game, that's not what happened. What happened was they actually legit fought, and Ryo told Guizan to pretend to lose. Like, why? Because then he'll take me to Lenny. Like, fuck that. So they fought for real. They had legit knocked each other out.
yeah.
And then they got to it's 2 on 100 people, and then we got the fights. It's a great fight. I love that fight. I love having that fight in the game. Just you fighting all the Mad Angels, and then you eventually get to Terry.
Yeah.
The fucking metal bat or lead pipe. Shit.
Yeah.
And then Terry gets defeated. I was like, yeah, you ain't getting to Lendy now. If you go to Hong Kong, you're dead. Remember that. And it's just, all right, well, fine, fuck you. And then Nozomi is saved. They're all together. Ryo takes Nozomi home. They don't tell you this. Nozomi does say yes to go into Canada, like with her father.
I would anticipate that. Either that or she was going to go to university. So 2 questions. There's that question you just answered. The second question isn't fucking the black guy that works with them?
Mark.
That's the leader of the dude's brother, right?
Are you talking about Terry?
Yeah, it's Terry. Isn't that his the other dude, his brother, Rob, or whatever the fuck his name is?
Remember, because they don't really talk about him.
I was gonna say, I'm like, bro, like I wanted to see, like, oh, did he fight? Do they have like a fight? Do they like get together? Like, oh, like I wanted more from that. They're like, oh, like you're my brother. Why are you helping them? Whatever, like whatever, shit like that. I wanted something like that, and we didn't get that. And I was like, that was fucking weird. I don't know. I'm not trying to be racist because it's 2 black people in the fucking show. I'm just, I thought they look kind of related.
I get it.
Yeah, you know.
No, he's just his own guy. So that's just a no.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's just it. Guizan tells Ryo he thanks him, like they thank each other type of ordeal. He's like, I'll get you, like we'll get you to Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Ryo says goodbye to Nozomi. Nozomi makes her a charms, like take this with you. He says goodbye to the Hazuki Dojo. And he sees Guizan and Master Chen. And Chen's like, oh, hold on, you're not going alone. Guizan's going to go with you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see Chai, that fucking gremlin old man. Yes, that guy. Kicks the pipes down, and Guizan pushes him out of the way, and his legs are crushed.
So is he like permanently crippled now?
No, it's just he's not permanently crippled. It's just his legs are broken.
I was like, oh, that's lame. They're going to permanently cripple this fucking guy. Like, that's literally what
No, just his legs are broken, and he can't help him.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, it'll take months. Like, you gotta go now, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ryo finishes him off, kicks him in the water, and bye-bye. Bye-bye, guy. But now, because of this, Ryo is now on the boat, And Chen's like,
will we see the creepy guy again? Okay, the way you're describing it makes sense, and it's kind of turning me off to the show because I enjoy it for what it is, especially because I'm a martial artist myself. I'm fucking being a black belt in Taekwondo and then practicing boxing, so I'm big into fighting. But I get it. I get why you.
Yeah. Again, this focus on like the bigger parts. Like you could have fleshed it out a little, but I digress. But yeah, basically, game 1 is done. Next episode, we'll go to game 2. We'll be in Hong Kong. I like what they were doing, but at the same time, yeah, this should have been fleshed out a lot more. And it's like, come on, you can't do the 2 games or all 3 games in one season. Like, just stop with that.
You think they're gonna do all 3?
I hope not.
You said they're already done with 1, right?
Yeah, they were done with game 1, so it depends on how far they go with game 2.
Well, we're almost halfway through. That was episode 5.
Yeah, we got 7 more to go.
Yeah, so I mean, in theory, they could probably do game. I mean, I was gonna say they could probably do game 2 if they're gonna spend 6 episodes on game 1, 6 episodes on game 2. For you'd much rather they'd have done fucking like 3 seasons of 12 episodes each of the games. I'd imagine, right?
Right. Yeah, you could have done a season. No, we don't get that, and that's just heartbreaking.
I mean, it's solid.
It's still good. It could have been so much better.
This is one of the few I haven't graded yet because it's not to that 3/4 point. I always wait till about the 3/4 point so I got to grade it. So I haven't graded it yet. So far, it's trending as a 3. I don't think it would be lower than that, but I don't know if it'll get higher than that. I'm hoping it does, but it may not, especially with the way you described it. It makes perfect sense what you're saying, and that doesn't conduce itself to.
All right, next. All right, Tokyo 24 Forward, take it away.
Fuck, I gotta remember what the fuck happened. A bunch of revelations basically happened throughout this the last couple episodes, basically, as we see. Did we talk about how dude sold out fucking how Koki sold out fucking Ran? Did we talk about that the last time?
We talked about that when Ran got arrested.
Yeah, so we basically
we had a break, so that one didn't matter. So we're like,
that's right. Yeah, so we're basically kind of caught up for what it's worth. Okay, so basically, Koki gets promoted now. He's the head of research and development over at the Kanai system location. We get, as we know, the revelation that Kanai is named after his mother, and the brains of Kanai is Asumi, which is why they're getting these phone calls.
His sister,
his sister, which is why they're getting these phone calls talking about these real life situations that are predicting the future and happening. Basically, the episode kind of follows the progress of that as we see Ran on the run, because he's a suspect in the murder that happened with his friend. And we also see a graffiti war start to break out between fucking somebody who appears to be Carneatis and Ran and Do Red. And so we see a couple of episodes that are interesting with with Shu trying to basically do his own thing, trying to play hero. But Shu ends up kind of each of these guys end up breaking the case in their own way. Ran ends up breaking the case because of the fact that before I get to that, let me get to Shu. Shu, after his little episode with the bread, he ends up getting a lead, and he meets the guy who's been spray painting the Carneatis logo. It ends up being Ran's mentor.
Yeah.
It ends up being Man's mentor, Zero. His name is Zero. And so they talk, whatever, and he says, I'm Carneatis's, a colleague of Carneatis. And she was like, I want to speak to Carneatis. Well, Carneatis is at the end of Cornucopia. That's the name of the what's it called? The location. Which, by the way, side note, I loved Pornocopia from HBO way back when. Do you know what I'm talking about? There was like a series called Pornocopia, and it was San Fernando Valley. Pornocopia, as he Googles it. It was a show basically that showed like the backstage like things of like a porn. I used to love it as a kid.
I see that 2004.
Yeah, I used to love watching that as a kid late at night. Get my jollies, if you catch my drift.
Yeah, anyway. that was probably what I saw when I woke up at 3 a.m. when I was a kid.
Yeah. Anyway, though, they're at the top of Cornucopia. And so as they, get this thing, there's a storm coming in, and as this comes in, they get all 3 of them get a phone call from Asumi. Before we get to the phone call, though, we see Ran break the case by him finding out that his mentor is the one spraying the Carneatis logos, and trying to basically, what the whole purpose of this is to generate buzz against the referendum that is being run against Shantytown at the end of the year. So they're trying to generate buzz, and they're trying to basically do what they can to start off that demolishing of the poor Shantytown location. So they're kind of in their own way doing this. One of the things that Zero says, though, is he wants Ran to hack into the Kanai system and destroy it. And that has huge implications a little bit later. So basically, all three of them, as we mentioned, get a phone call from Asumi. And from there, they basically are told, like, hey, somebody's going to die at the top of this tower. But if they die, then all these cranes are going to get knocked over and even more people are going to die. So do you save the one person and let the people die down there? Or do you let the one person die and save all the people in the other way? Choose your path.
Right.
And so Shu's like, no, I'm not going to do this. We're going to fucking save them all. So Shu runs over to the location. Koki gets the phone call, does what he can, reaches out to his assistant, Kanasegawa. And basically, we get the revelation in a little bit after he tells Kanasegawa that Kanasegawa is Carneades. Do we find that out? We basically find, the fact that was aware of the fact that what's it called, that they were
going on,
all that was going on. They were getting the phone calls, and they call it a fatal flaw. And basically, the revelation is that even though Kanai was clinically declared dead, this system either has revived her or is, given her conscience that is, I guess, still present. Like, there's different avenues they could go with that, but regardless, that's basically what they're at. And so they're trying to prevent the father, who's the head, from working on that from that standpoint, from finding out, I should say, from that standpoint. So as they go on, everybody tries to go to the office. Rand breaks in, tries to destroy the Kanai system. He's and Shu are unaware of that fact with Kanai, though, or with Asumi being part of the Kanai system. They're unaware of that. So as they go along, they're trying to do their own thing. Shu ends up fucking saving Carneades, aka Kanasegawa, and ends up fucking saving the people from the cranes as well. In the process, though, Carneades, aka Kanasegawa, does get struck by the lightning, so she's unconscious. Shu ends up with a fucked up eye and a broken leg, and I think maybe some fucked up arm, because he literally jumped from like a fucking building down to the fucking ground. I don't know how he didn't die, but I guess that's his powers or because of plot. Who knows? So, anyway, so they have that. Once everything is all said and done, one of the final pieces of that show, which that episode, I should say, which is pretty significant, is Ran is inside of Kanai, and he's going through the process of destroying it. And at the moment that he's finally getting headway with it, we see the visualization of Asumi herself, and she's not in her like normal drab character, but she is herself, and she feels pain, and she feels someone destroying her, and she reaches out, someone help, as Ran was trying to escape because of like a defense mechanism that was put up against, that his intrusion. And she's like, what the fuck happened? Like, what the fuck is this? And so basically, if they do anything to the Kanai system, as we're basically can see, they're going to end up destroying the consciousness, or, the essence of fucking, of Asumi. Really good shit. Also, something we forgot to mention is we do get something between Shu and who's the girl? I forget.
The redhead?
Yeah, Mai, I think, right?
Yeah.
Shu and Mai, basically. We can find out Mai basically is kind of like admires Shu, which is cute. It's a cute little thing. Anyway, basically it, I would think.
Good stuff. Interesting takes, especially with the ending. Finding out that she was the one that was went up there to die, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So crazy. We got a few more. We got 4 more to go for that one. All right, Realist Hero. This was different.
It was indeed.
We talk about slavery.
It was one of the darker episodes. Every time Realist Hero tends to do something dark, it ends up being like, twisted, or not twisted, but flipped into a positive light.
Yeah, this happens again.
Like always, yeah.
But we're gonna get to that. But we don't focus on the main cast. We focus on Ginger.
I fucked up and I said Candy in my episodic review. I kept calling her Candy, not realizing it was Ginger, and I didn't have the time to.
Also, it's a guy.
And it's a guy, yeah. I mean,
it's voiced by Rudius.
Yeah, it is voiced by Rudius. I was really happy when I saw that. I didn't make that connotation at first. I was like, oh, it sounds like a girl.
I heard it. I was like, it's Rudius.
Rudius.
But they talk about how slavery is in this world. Like, it's basically mostly for hard labor. to work till you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we can't use it for sex and all that, but guess what? Someone does on the side or whatever. Well, that's what they can't be basically be purchased for that.
Yeah.
But with Ginger, he gets inherited his grandfather's slaves, the livelihood. He's now supposed to be the slave trader, and he's like, I don't know what to do. He didn't want the business. He wanted to do his own business, but since he was inherited, it's shit. Well, I'm stuck with all these people. What was the raccoon's name?
San.
Santan?
San.
Okay.
So San. It's called San.
San. Okay. Son.
Yeah, Shun.
Yeah, Sean.
Yeah, boy.
Johnny. But no, San. She's like, oh yeah, you could do stuff with the slaves. Oh yeah, you could make them increase their value, something like that. I was like, oh shit, I spoke out of lie. So let me bend over for you to whip me.
Go man.
Yeah, and then Ginger's like, I ain't doing that. I ain't whipping you. That's the bedroom, baby. Not for people to see. They gotta pay for that. But anyway, Ginger's the least I could do is to sell you guys off to get more value out of you. I'll teach you how to read, write, and do math. Because math is an important thing in this world.
Not for nothing. I think you're skipping something significant beforehand.
What?
At the beginning of the episode, basically, we see Soma and his wives, plural wives. We see Soma and his wives basically discuss the fact that they're shorthanded, especially from the ministry standpoint for Rayona.
I thought that was the previous episode.
No, that was the beginning of this episode. Dude.
Okay.
Yeah, the beginning of this episode, they're short on staff for Rayona, and so Soma mentions we must do that, and then that's what leads us into the introduction and the history of slavery. Ginger and slavery as a whole within the kingdom. So that's where we get that perspective. So as a result, we'll find out in a second. As you'll
we'll get to that. I can't believe that. I was like, you fucking kidding me with the reveal. We'll get to that in a bit.
Yeah.
But anyway, he spends money to help again tutor all these slaves, so men, women, and children. And then eventually, a group of people came and said, "Please, I need slaves. I can't read. I can't write. I suck at math.
Right.
We need math.
Math. MAF. Math.
Yes, we need math. Use your calculations to cook meth. You can measure now because you know math.
We need a bunch of Walter Whites.
Yes, that. But all four of them, they're arguing. She's like, all right. Ginger's like, all right, one at a time. All right, calm down.
I got slaves for you. You get a slave. You get a slave. You get a slave.
Yeah,
everyone gets a slave.
He sold them all except for Sansan.
He sold them all for Sansan. And he mentions, he's like, oh, I made a profit, but not as much, but that's fine. No problem.
Because he lost money touring them, but I'm happy, but this is still enough to start a business.
Right.
And I think he was about to tell her he wants her to come, but someone walks in.
Yes. And he looks a lot like Soma, doesn't he?
No, but the glasses confused me.
Yes, oh my God. Fucking Clark Kent in the flesh, dude.
But he was like, I have come to purchase your slave girl.
Yes. Your reputation precedes you, and I want this one. Give me
this one right here.
Of course, I'll compensate her. I'll compensate
giant bag of money on the table. There's
10 giant gold and 50 regular gold. What do you say?
And then he was thinking about it, saying yes, but it's like, tell me how you really feel. I don't want to go to him. And then Ginger's like, no, fuck you. She ain't for sale. This bitch mine.
Incorrect. That's not what she said. She actually, which is pretty wild. She's like, as a final thank you for being so courteous, I want to negotiate my sale and I want you to overpay for me. And she's like, well, once you're done.
That's where we get the 10 large and 50.
Yes.
He's like, oh yeah, this is plenty.
That'll be plenty. Oh, thank you very much for your service. I'll go with him now.
Like, no.
And Ginger's like, no. This one's not for sale. This one is my employee. She's not a slave. And they get like a cute moment, where they,
she doesn't want to leave. They're like, well, you passed the test. Oh my God, it's Soma. He took off the glasses. Oh my God, I did not see that coming. Those fucking glasses.
Let me get on my hands and knees. Forgive me for not recognizing you.
And it's like, oh no, it's so cool. Just call me Soma. Call me Daddy. I don't care. Just don't call me Your Majesty.
Don't call me Susan.
Just don't call me Shirley in the bedroom.
Shirley, that's what it was. I fucked up. My bad.
And they're like, oh yeah, I can't abolish slavery, but we can do this. We can give them jobs. Be like, you can. I want you to teach these slaves reading, writing, and math to cook a meth factory. And then he's like, you know what? Fuck my business. I'll do this. You son of a bitch. I'm in.
Yes, he's like, oh, keep the gold. This will be your starting point.
Yes, for your business. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna keep this tanuki. Fuck you. This tanuki raccoon, as you see here.
Oh my god, I had to put my cat down. I'm over here cuddling my cat. And you called the fucking raccoon a tanuki. Oh my god, that was fucking great. That was unsolicited humor. Unsolicited humor. I love it.
But yeah, heartwarming again. You know, there is a demon army somewhere.
Hey, you know that's good because then
we are getting to them.
We're gonna get a season 2 for sure. Technically, in some circles it's counted season 2, in other circles this is core 2. I think it's core 2 by definition, right? Because they continue.
It's a part 2, so we'll get a season.
Yeah, so we're gonna definitely get a season 2, I hope. And you know, between this and Genius Prince, these are two of the better like fantasy / isekais that you can see because they're so damn different and unique. I can't recommend these enough.
Well, speaking of Genius Prince, that's what's next.
Great segue. Thank you very much.
Yes, another one. And fucking Felena is the star.
Yes, she is.
I'll let you take over.
Yeah, she is. You called her Felena. It's
Falafel.
Falafel. God, sound like fucking blue waffle.
Well, she's wearing blue.
She is wearing blue.
Like, stop it.
God damn, it's like Falnia, like Ninam.
Falania,
whatever.
Filet mignon.
We'll call it filet mignon. You sound like fucking Cornet.
We pick up where we left off. It's like, oh yeah, you're gonna marry.
Yes, we pick up where we're gonna marry. So, we didn't talk about that last week. Basically, so we'll back up a little bit.
We'll go to the previous episode for this one because it ties in.
Yes, we have to go back and it'll tie in, as you mentioned. So basically, what's it called? Soma is dealing, or not? Yeah, not
Wayne.
Soma.
Wayne, damn it!
Jesus Christ, fucking
Soma's the VA.
I know, tall fucking what's it called? Tall brunette. Tall brunette. What do you expect? Anyway,
Moriarty.
Anyways,
continue. We're almost done. Continue.
I know. Okay, so basically Wayne is dealing with the aftermath of the war, and he's invited to go to a prince's summit, basically, that Loa is throwing. So basically they can come up with the heir, who's going to be the rightful heir to the vacant throne. And so she invites Wayne, and Wayne's like, nah, she's gonna get me in some shit. Fuck that, I'm not gonna go. And so he basically puts it on his cabinet.
I need volunteers. Anyone?
Yeah. And he's like, I don't think we should go. He's like, yes, I don't have to go. But then Thalia basically looks at Wayne and sees like a twinkle in his eye, basically, and she interprets it as, I need help. Please help me. You know, please be useful to me. And she's like, I'll go in your steed.
And he's like, what the fuck?
Huh?
Like, how'd you? It's like, didn't go with her.
Right, and so he sends Ninam, and basically, they go over to what's called what is it called?
They're Earthwolf. That's the family.
No, but it's called but I'm talking about Mathers or some shit. I was gonna say
Mayfairs.
Matter. It's like Maters, yeah. Maters. He goes Mathers. We'll call it. Let's say Mathers. They go to the town of Mathers, and they attend the summit there. So what's it called?
Mealtars.
Yeah, Mealtars. Yes. Thank you for that. Yeah, Mealtars. So they go to Mealtars. They attend the summit, and what's it called? She meets Princess Loa, which by the way is hilarious. Loa is anticipating Wayne and was like, oh, I can't wait to see the look on his face. I'm gonna greet him myself. And they see, nope, it's Falania. She's like, huh? Expecting her crush to be there so she could fuck with him and get him to do shit for him. Yeah. So it kind of goes down the drain from that standpoint. We see a couple things with Loa and Ninam trying to be underhanded, but it doesn't really work out. And so because of the basically one of the princes feels insulted that Wayne isn't there. He's like, I'm gonna make his life miserable. I'm gonna marry his little sister and abuse her. Pretty disgusting considering the guy is fucking 30 or something.
Yeah, I believe that was the white hair one, right?
Yeah, his Dementio.
Yeah, Dementrio. Yeah.
Dementrio, yeah. So Prince
Dementia.
Yes, Prince Dementia. So no, it's Demetrio. So anyway, Prince Demetrio basically like, I'm gonna ruin his life. And so she's like, I propose marriage. And she's like, huh? But she tries her best to get out of it. And Ninam tries to help. And Loa tries to help, but basically, like, he's dead set, gonna be married. And then Wayne busts through the door to play Captain Save a Ho. And that's how that episode
Save
ends.
assist.
Save assist, yes. Captain
And then he's like, so what's going on here? Nim hands him a note.
Like, oh, we're gonna get married. And he's like, oh, I see nothing wrong with married. ¿Qué con? Huh?
To this guy, this prick.
To this motherfucker here. And so Wayne plays Captain Save Assist, basically saves his sister, as we mentioned. Not really saves her, but basically puts off the
wedding.
Puts off the proposal until the next day. So, what's it called?
I just love the back and forth with Lo and Wayne. Like,
yeah, that was hilarious. They're like, you owe me,
no.
not as much as you owe me. Like, I beg to differ. I beg to differ.
It's like, I saved your ass multiple times.
I twitch. And then Ninam like, oh, good save. Ninam's like, I got you, bro. That shit was funny. But anyway, so Wayne buys time and Wayne tries to come up with a strategy of what's going on. However, Wayne's suffering from exhaustion. He's overworking himself. He's burnt out. He throughout the episode, he suffers from being tired and exhausted, and it'll catch up to him. But in any case,
also during all this, Felina has been going to the merchant meetings.
Yes, as a backdrop to that, what's it called? Maltears. Maliers. What is that? What we say?
Mealtars.
Mealtars. Yes, Mealtars. Sorry. So Mealtars is considered a merchant city. It's run by exclusively merchants. They have an open forum, basically, kind of like they would do in old Rome. They have an open forum for debate and discussion.
And they vote for laws, yeah.
Yeah, for laws and things of that nature. So they self-govern. And, Falania is basically super like interested in it. She's very curious. So she goes there every day while she's there to like partake and so, see what's going on.
They even invite her like, hey, like you seem actually really interested.
Yeah, you seem really interested. Like, here's some tea. Sit down. Partake in this with us. I'll be delighted to. Everything's well.
Yeah, they want to hear her thoughts and all that. Yes. Like she's doing well for herself. Like she doesn't need her brother.
Yes, indeed. And tea plays a big part momentarily. Anyway,
we'll get to that.
We'll get to that right about now. So the next day, as Wayne is dealing with his exhaustion, we see him and Demetrio get together. Oh, I'm skipping a part.
Beforehand. It's like
beforehand.
Was it Manfred that plots it? Yeah,
Manfred.
The blonde one, Manfred.
Yes, Manfred, the youngest prince.
So what Wayne is here.
Yeah, Wayne is here, and she's like, "Oh, Wayne's a nice guy. He's got a future. He's really good. Let's kill him. Let's kill him. Koros." So. They devise a way. So Demetrio and Wayne sit down and they serve them tea. And Wayne is suspicious, as rightfully so. He's like, yo, you made this tea? Yes. Oh, drink it. I can't drink it. Like, this is special tea made for royalty. Drink the fucking tea. Basically, Wayne's like, drink the goddamn tea.
Like, you're such a coward.
Yeah, you're such a coward. Tea. Why would I fucking poison you? I would never poison you. And he drinks the tea. See, nothing's wrong with that.
Oh no, he's dead.
And he fucking falls over. And the maid who made the tea runs away. Ninam goes after the fucking maid. And Wayne's like, no, fuck the maid. Get a doctor. They end up saving, what's his face? They end up saving Demetrio.
Yeah.
However, Wayne gets thrown in jail for questioning. The two princes think that the other prince did it, and so they go basically to war against each other. And simultaneously, as this is happening, we see the return of fucking called Milia, which is the fucking crazy fucking bitch from the
priest. Yeah.
So it's the religious nun basically that wants to kill him.
Even though he joined that group, like, oh yeah, you're part of our group now.
Yeah, basically she wants to freaking commit genocide across the land for the sake of her people, the religious people. Yeah. So we see her and she's stationed outside of the town too. And so as Wayne keeps thinking, he's like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? This is horrible. And he succumbs to the exhaustion. And he is out like a light.
Nim is freaking out.
Like a light. Like a light.
Yep. Nim was freaking out.
Yeah, Nim is that's her baby. Like, no. And while they're out, they're trying to figure out what's going on. Everything is in chaos. Everyone's worried that the town is gonna fall to these factions. Was like, I know what I can do. She heads to the summit, to the not summit, I'm sorry, to the what's it called?
The circle.
Yeah, the debate circle, basically.
Yeah. Do we know much about her bodyguard?
She was the one that infiltrated the castle during the raid on what's the
other one?
Yeah, the other kingdom. I forget it now.
Who ran that one?
Zeno. No, it was Wayne that was running it the whole time. Zeno was.
I was about to say, like, was she involved with her before, or
No, she wasn't involved with her. She's always been like the secret bodyguard. She doesn't just she's a very minimal character. Like we see her in a couple of the episodes as like the bodyguard, but she kind of like just does her own thing. Stands by whenever Wayne needs something or like commands her to do something. But
but it feels like like even with the OP, she feels like there's something between her and Felania, but
Yeah, but they're basically she's like primarily there. So she's primarily Felania's bodyguard, even though she's also the bodyguard of
the kingdom
of Wayne, but only when he's out and about, because basically Ninam is with him the whole time anyway. That's her,
and she doesn't go outside till now.
Yeah, basically. So she did, like I said, go outside during that raid, and
but she goes in there and tells. Because everyone's like, oh, every man for themselves. Oh, fuck you. We should surrender.
Yeah, they're self-destructing basically, and she ends up being the voice of reason, not only for the merchants, but for the entire town. And
30,000 people.
30,000 people. Eventually, Wayne wakes up, and we see a very emotional reunion between her and Ninam. In regards to that, it actually made me a little emotional. Can't lie, it was very nice.
Like, oh, cute.
It was very cute, very, very cute. And so she like, oh, I'm glad to see you're doing well. And Wayne's like, yeah, I heard what you did. You're doing
like, I'm staying here. I'm staying in the cuddle position.
And she's like, yeah, no. And she's like, tell me what else I can do for you. And Wayne's like, I have a special job only you can do. And basically the episode ends with them.
She leads them to the battlefield.
To all 30,000 people, leads them straight to the battlefield, straight to the religious organization. And as they're trying to figure out what to do next, because they can't afford to take in 30,000 people, Wayne comes up and is like, if you need help, I can help you. And
like, you fucking bitch.
Right? I'm gonna get your ass, bitch.
Great episode.
This is one of the sleepers of the season, along with our next show. One of the
I definitely like this one. All right, but pre-main time.
The co-main event of the evening.
Yes, Requiem.
Sponsored by W2M Network.
And the Chair Shot Radio.
And in production with Chair Shot Radio Productions. And now,
all right, let's
introducing Requiem of the Road King.
But holy fuck.
This is, I keep telling people, this is one of the sleepers of
It's very underrated.
Season. Very underrated.
I don't understand the very low ratings.
Because people don't understand culture. People just don't understand culture.
I don't know if they don't like how it's adapted, but love the manga. I don't know.
Dude, I don't know. I honestly think it's just people don't appreciate stuff like Shakespeare, or people don't appreciate a gender bent character, or gender neutral character, or gender fluid character, however you want to classify them as. Perhaps it's that. I don't know, but it's one of those it's so good, so much. It's a classic Shakespeare play. When you think that something's going to happen, there's another twist, there's another turn, there's another mystery, there's another drama, there's another something that extracts a feeling from you watching the characters, whether that be anger, whether that be sadness, whether that be questioning things. It's so many different things that they pull together for Requiem. Love Requiem. This is, at first I was like, oh, this is weird, but then I think it's kind of like how you felt about Sonny Boy. At first, like it felt weird for me, and I was like, this is odd as fuck.
Yeah, but when you get down to it, it's just interesting.
When you get down to it, super interesting, super gripping. I look forward to this almost as much as I look forward to Sasaki and Miyano every Sunday. It is that damn good. Anyway, go ahead, take it away with what happens.
I'll go let you sell it, because you said you want to convince people to watch it.
Yeah, no,
I was giving it to you.
No, I mean, truthfully, I can't keep up with all the twists and turns. I don't. This is one of the few that, because you do the thread, I don't write the weeklies, so the details aren't as fresh for me. I just, in terms of me trying to sell the anime, it's.
Like
theater, if you like theater, if you like classical dramas, if you like Shakespearean history, if you like history in general, especially with medieval history involving the English, this is something that you would like. If you like things like the Tudors, what are some other ones that are like English based, other like real life drama series like Queen Elizabeth, things of that nature. I don't know, basically if you like any sort of like English series involving old history, like with the kings and things of that nature, this is a show for you. Can't recommend it enough. Dude. So anyway, give them the details what happened, Matt.
As you found out, Richard is healed from his wounds, and he tells Henry, like,
Richardo, you gotta call him Richardo.
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 But Ricciardo and Henry agreed to meet here in a year. Like he cannot be with him right now because he still has a job to do.
First off, you're forgetting, like in the previous episode, he finally admits, I love Henry.
Yeah, he does love Henry. They were together for a while Richard was wounded.
Yeah, and she recognizes those feelings. It's so, and I always tell you that every week. It's so wild that he loves Henry and loves him. The other boy, who's the other boy? The Henry's little brother loves Ricciardo.
Edward of Lancaster.
Yeah, Edward likes fucking Edward. Like Edward loves what's it called?
Anne.
I said Anne. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll get to what happens with Edward and Anne later. But man, pretty wild shit. Anyway.
Yeah, but Richard and Henry, they part ways right now, but they promise to meet at the same tree in 1 year's time because Richard believes that the war will be done by then, and then he could leave because he, like he said, he can't be around once this is over.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's it.
No purpose. He has no purpose.
Yeah, like I want to kill the guy that killed my father. That's it. Wasn't it Henry that did it though? I forgot.
That's supposedly Henry did.
Yeah.
It wasn't Henry though. It was what's it called? Henry is. So they put the onus on Henry killing his father, but it wasn't really Henry that killed the father. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't it Elizabeth or Warwick? One of the two.
I think it's Warwick, but I think that it was just Richard has that.
It was for sure a woman. It was for sure a woman that did it. That
but I think in Richard's mind it was Henry, despite loving him.
That's what she was told. Yeah, I think that's what he was told. That's what it was.
Yeah, but there's like, God damn, like I want to kill him, but I love him type of things. Then he eventually goes back to his brother. What was his name again? Edward of York. Yes, Edward of York.
That's why I don't want to go through the details, and I'm glad you're doing the thread because this is hard to keep up with. This is one of the harder ones to keep up with, if I'm being frank.
But anyway, they eventually meet up with their brother George, who was basically away from them for so long. As like you can't be like, I don't serve the York, I serve the king. If you want to claim the throne, basically, we'll basically be together type of thing.
Yeah.
And then it got to the point where Edward's like, fine, like, yeah, I am the king. Yeah, I want the crown. Then eventually they had this nice reunion of George and Edward.
Yeah,
it's like I could never be mad at you. I missed you. Oh, like it was a nice moment. And now the not so nice moment. Ancaster Edward is with Anne and the honey. I don't know if it's a honeymoon. Whatever. What the fuck ever. Basically, like they're trying to have sex. Like, nope. Like, I love Richard. Fuck you. But the mom's like, hey, what are you doing?
Hey, your brother is fucking more of a man than you are. And you can clearly tell he's gay. What the fuck?
Why aren't you fucking this harlot right there?
This harlot.
And it's like, what? If you're a man, well, I'm going to watch my son fuck.
That was so
get on the bed.
And
then that Edward's like, please, like, just play along for me, my queen. It's like, I will, but you gotta promise not to kill Richard. It's like,
I wasn't going to anyway.
I wasn't going to do that anyway.
And he laid the pipe to the girl. I mean, we don't know. We can only he laid the pipe on her.
Warwick is pissed off.
Oh, he's super, but he's always pissed.
But the fact that George went back to his brother after betraying them and then going back. Yeah. Like, shit. Well, I lost him. I lost half of that White Rose army. And then you find out, oh shit, the castle's under attack.
Right.
While Henry's like, oh, I'm probably gonna die, but I can't do anything because I gotta wait for Richard at this tree. Her like, oh, people are under attack, they're here to kill you, type of thing. While he's outside, Richard's just trying to look for him, but again, he's outside.
Yep.
And who is the guy talking to? Richard's like I thought you were this ruthless killer type of thing.
Buckingham.
What?
Buckingham.
Oh, Buckingham. Okay.
Buckingham. Yeah.
Like, oh, are you gonna kill him? And it's like, no. Then they, oh, I thought you had guts. Like, well, I guess I was wrong.
Damn right you were.
Then Richard's like gave him this glare, like, fuck you.
Right.
While it's going on though, Henry escapes. He leaves the pig behind. Poor piggy.
Piggy.
But it ended with Henry running away, and the chase is on again.
Dun, 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 dun.
We're almost done with part 1.
I did feel bad for the pig, truthfully. I was like, that poor pig.
Yeah, like he left. Richard left him under your care. You leave him again.
Poor fucking pig.
He's now bacon. He's gonna be bacon.
Fuck! I said he's bacon. I'm dead.
He's gonna be. But no, this was a nice episode. Yeah, it's gonna get to the intense point. Like, there's gonna be where's the conclusion for this battle? I mean, it's gonna be that first half.
Yeah.
What's he gonna do with Henry? All these questions.
I think they're gonna be together. I mean, it's tough though. Maybe he'll kill him and feel regret.
Or he'll actually kill him, and then he'll realize that it wasn't him that killed his father and become more demented. And wants to take down the whole kingdom.
But good shit though. It's it's one of those episodes. It's one of those shows that like is great because it always leaves you on a cliffhanger. Like you'll never see anything really positive.
Yeah, and I always love the Shakespeare quotes or so.
Yeah.
During like the end and then credits or whatever.
I do as well.
Alrighty. Main event time. You want to bring up a question for this one?
I want to bring up a thing.
Yeah, with Sasaki and Miyano.
Yeah, it's funny as well chiming in. Sorry. Not that I was anyway.
Oh, there you
go. Yeah, so I want to bring up a question. The reason why I'm bringing up this question, we'll go over the last episode momentarily, but in the previous episode, that episode ends with
Sasaki telling him to like not.
Yeah, it said basically, what if I told you not to do the cross-dressing competition? How would you feel?
Yeah,
and he's like, I'm not sure how I feel, and he tries to like walk away.
And before that, when he finally sees the girl Miyano technically had a crush on,
they're
about to hold hands. He's like, no, and just grabs his arm,
walks him away, and so it has brought something up to me that as I realize their relationship and their feelings are budding for each other, there's a reality that I feel when I watch them. And that's Sasaki is he doesn't display good relationship quality. He's jealous easy. He's assertive to an uncomfortable point where he's physically assertive. Not like he's going to beat him or anything like that, but he's very hands-on, he grabs things of that nature. And he only after the fact when Miyano's like, no, I wasn't going to do anything, or no, this went this. And he's like, oh, okay. Like only after the fact does he like accept that he might have been wrong. And he goes through the conflicts of like, oh, what I want isn't right, whatever the case is. But again, he's very assertive from that perspective, kind of pushy in a way. And it first off, it bothers me from that perspective, just in a relationship, like reality as I look at it. But the other thing that it made me question or think about was it reminded me a lot of the only other gay anime that I've ever seen, which was what's it called, Adachi and Shimamura. And even though Adachi had her own reasons for being the way she was, she also exhibited this similar behavior in terms of being super jealous, kind of grabby, clingy, things of that nature. So it's just a conversation I guess I wanted to have from your perspective and just in general.
I think it's just I don't know if it just felt threatened or scared because Miyano was talking about was right there. But I think he then slowly calmed down when Miyano was like, after talking all that, I really didn't feel the way I did back then. Like he was like Miyano was trying to see like the positiveness. But again, yeah, he felt friend because he really likes Miyano. He thought he was going to say like that was it because this girl is here.
Yeah. And
now hearing that how Miyano actually felt after talking to her again after so long is like that worry was gone. But yeah, the whole grabbing that was a little much, but I get it. But again, since they're high schoolers, it's like this new exciting stuff with them.
I get it, but it's somewhat, like I said, it somewhat makes me uncomfortable when I see it. Like,
no, it's definitely there. I agree with that.
Yeah, this episode wasn't as bad, but at the same time too, like it just it makes me.
Yeah, but I'm glad they kind of fixed up after the whole "what if I told you not to do it." Mm-hmm. I'm glad they fixed that in this episode.
Yeah, they did, and I appreciated the way that he handled it as well.
We'll get to that right now, Mac.
Yeah, go.
But yeah, basically Sasaki was holding on to Miyano during that, and it looked like he was about to kiss him. Yeah. But when he was holding on to him, it was the wig that fell off. It was like, oh shit, we got distracted. And then he heard the knock on the door.
Yeah, and it was a knock on the door from
and then it was like, and they just basically snapped out of it, like, oh well, my boner's gone. But yeah, like, oh yeah, sorry about that. They're like, oh yeah, they're back to normal. And then they leave for it. And then we go to like the next day type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're getting ready for like the festival's going on. I want to talk to Sasaki. Mm-hmm. He said, I thought about what you said about not wanting to do this, but I want to do this for myself. Like I put effort into this. Like I wanted to, like he wanted to compensate himself for Sasaki in a sense. Mm-hmm. And you heard him say that, like, oh, like he was like doing it for me type of thing. And then they got to the point like, yeah, so that's why I'm not dropping out.
Right.
And then Sasaki's like, I understand. Like, I wish you luck. Like, I'm actually looking forward to it.
Yep.
And Kurosawa, like, he looks
Wait,
good.
No, you forgot. You forgot at the end of that statement. For two things that you forgot at that statement. First off, throughout that whole conversation,
Tige was listening in.
Yes, He was eavesdropping, and he's recognizing.
And then they got to like, do you want to go on a date during the festival?
Yeah, he's like, do you want to go see the festival together? And Senpai's like, yeah. And of course, Senpai's like,
but he's like, first I gotta check my schedule. Like, let me check because he's participated in his own thing.
Yeah.
So like, we'll check the schedule, and if we find availability, like, yeah, we'll definitely do it. And then we go to the next day.
I found, not for nothing, real quick though, I found it really cute how what's it called? I found it really cute how God damn it, Hirano is basically like trying to help them out. Like he recognizes the feelings and he's starting to play a little bit of matchmaker while remaining neutral in that process.
Man, you like him? I was like, shut up.
Right.
Fuck you. Right. But we go to the next day, and Sasaki is sick. He's got a small little cold.
Keep sneezing.
Yep, keep sneezing and all that. And he's like, all right, you're going to the nurse's. Nurse's like, no, sorry. Hirano was like, you should go to nurse. I was like, no, I can't. Like, if you keep doing this, then you're not gonna go have your date. It's like, shit. Like, all right, I'm going to the nurse's office.
And of course, who meets him there?
Miyano, because the nurse isn't even there.
Real quick, something that I'm not gonna lie, it kind of irks me in a way. I get a little annoyed with the amount of times that like somebody goes some way. Oh, he happens to be there. Like it's a little bit too much of a coincidence.
I think he was told that's why he went.
No, he was the reason why.
But he had like a box of tissues ready.
No, he went. He went because he burnt his hand in cooking class. That was his reason. He's like, like I burnt my hand in cooking class, and I feel fine. But the nurse the sensei told me to go to see the nurse, so that's why he's there. So, but not even there. He was not even there. But a lot of those scenarios, dude, like they constantly just pop up out of nowhere, and it's like, what the fuck, really? Like I get it. Like it's not that big of a deal. It's like kind of nitpicky, but
right. But it got to the point that they're like, all right, nurse is gone, but they can still use the equipment as long as they don't fuck anything up or fuck. But Miyano was like using this thing, like he's now getting understanding more of his feelings towards Sake, and now he wants to basically take care of him. And he eventually does. And then they talk about, I don't have that much free time in the festival, basically only during lunch break and stuff.
He got his schedule.
And then I was like, all right, fine, then we'll have lunch together. And when my cross-dressing phase is over, we could have more time then. Because that was really the only free time Miyano had was lunch break and after his events. But anyway, now we get to the festival. And we find out about Sasaki's thing. The Delinquent Cafe.
Yeah, it's funny. Actually, it's different.
Yeah, they had to act like these thugs.
Oi, Timmy!
Like, oi, order, you bitches!
Hurry up and order!
But Sasaki is all flustered because Miyano got there a little early. He's like, yeah, I had a half hour left of my shifts while you're here. So he cannot be in character.
He's like, I'm so blushy and shit.
And then Miyano's like, I got time. It's no big deal. I could wait, and then I can interact with you. Mm-hmm. And then was it Hirano? I was like, hey!
Yeah, it was Hirano.
Okay.
Oh, get more of your character.
I thought it was the president or the other guys.
No, president is running the
fortune teller.
He's running
the fortune teller at the cafe.
Yeah, he's running the fortune teller.
And then that was when one of them was like, I'm gonna get my fortune teller while you do this. Yeah, but they're like, oh, get in character, you piece of shit. And that's where it ends. So I feel like the next episode is gonna be that cross dress.
I'm very curious. Also, are they gonna see fireworks? Is that gonna be the finale? Because in the OP they have fireworks. So
I feel like that'll be the penultimate.
Yeah, you think it's the penultimate? I think it might be this
finale. Yeah, or the end of the next episode after the festival.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh yeah, I think it's definitely coming soon.
Yeah.
It has to. It's a slice of life 101.
Yeah. Has to be. Hanabi. Need a Hanabi.
But no, cute episode. Closing thoughts.
We went a long ass time, 2.5 hours, just like you said.
Yeah, that's right. Damn it.
No, but great episodes of a lot of the animes that we as of late. There hasn't been, as much as we say certain stuff bothers us or disappoints us, there hasn't been a single episode.
There's like nothing bad.
Nothing bad, nothing that's been like, this shit is fucking terrible. I guess you could put World's End Harem from that standpoint because of the censoring, but even me personally, I like the story, so it doesn't fall into that category for me. So again, this is very, very, very solid anime storytelling. Nothing is egregious. Nothing makes me feel like, this is fucking stupid. Why am I watching this? Why am I torturing myself? I'm content watching these shows. And I get pleasure. Every episode of every show, I have a smile on my face or something like, makes like, oh man, I can't wait till next week, or oh man, that was scary, or whatever the case would be. I am elicited a feeling. And that's one of the best things you can say about anime is something gives me something. It gives me something, to give a shit about.
Okay, it's still great stuff. Everyone, we will be back next week with more Talk to Keki. After that, we're taking another week break because that's when I'll be in Greece.
Oh, we are? Oh shit.
Yeah, I leave next Saturday.
Oh wow.
Right?
Imagine those apples.
And when I come back, we'll be doing the finales. Or most of them.
Yeah, that is true. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna be on a 2-week break. I just thought about it really.
When?
Beginning of May. Because I'll be the 29th. That weekend I'll be at I'll be up there in New York. So that I think it's May the 2nd. The May 2nd.
I might be busy, we'll see.
No, I'll be in New York. It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay, no problem. Okay.
Yeah, the May 2nd, I'll be in New York, and then that week, May 9th, that following week I'm gonna be moving.
Oh, that's right. You are moving.
Yeah, I'm gonna be moving. I'll be in the middle of that move. So
no problem. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll get a 2-week break in the summer. So some breaks coming up, guys. We apologize for a little bit of the inconsistency. It's not a matter of us not, being prepared or anything. It's just a matter of us having lives.
We have prior commitments.
Yeah, prior to commitments and being adults. I'm sure everybody that's listening to this, or majority of the people that are listening to this, can understand adulthood. Sometimes gets in the way of passion projects, and so here we are. Doesn't mean we won't miss you guys. Doesn't mean we aren't going to be fucking watching anime as a whole. Maybe me moving, and being on vacation, but we're gonna watch them regardless. So
yeah, we're watching them. Just again, when we're all fully caught up, we just go back to our regular programming. But anyway, thank you W2M Network and Sean for being our editor, and we want to thank Cherish Our Radio for also hosting us on every Sunday on there. Mm-hmm. Whenever the next episode comes out, hopefully soon. Well, this one is basically the next episode. So we are caught up. Talk to Keki wise.
Yes, we are. All
right. Hopefully get to this soon. And next week we will do more episodes. All right. Arigato, anato faku, and sayonara.
Sayonara, minasan.
Bye-bye.